The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
From the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, good evening, baseball fans. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back to the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Tonight, from the Kissling Press Box, with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, we're overlooking beautiful Perkins Field from the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex, here on the west edge of Keosauqua, just off of J40 as you head out of town. And we are getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch tonight, scheduled for 7 p.m. Once again this evening, as I have been all season long, I am alongside my cameraman and on-site producer. He needs no introduction. He's the one and only incomparable Mr. A.J. Rowe. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. A.J. and I, along with Atomo Radio, back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We'll consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this evening. Hey, if you're tuned in, you already know where to find us. We're streaming live all season long on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel with Warrior Baseball. So if you're tuned in, choosing to make this broadcast part of your evening on June 16th, 2026. We're so thankful that you decided to do so, and you know that we could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these proud sponsors. I'm going to go right down the list for you here as we start the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where Superintendent Jeremy Hissam and his staff, they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride. Countywide, the school district sponsors the pregame show. We'll go through all of our other wonderful sponsors right now. I'll give you their in-game sponsorship as we go. The postgame show tonight, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. They'll sponsor tonight's starting lineups. We'll get to those in a minute, right before first pitch. All my inning recaps tonight, brought to you by the Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and aesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers on the mound tonight. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. Stop in and see Tim or Dean at Slayton Polaris. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com, sponsoring all the innings tonight, 1 through 7, if necessary. Game time conditions, we'll get to those also right before first pitch. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. Coaches and players interviews in the post-game show. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for a great deal on a new mattress. And don't forget, he now sells area rugs too. Player of the game in the post-game show, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Any pitching changes in today's game? Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Home runs by the Warrior hitters tonight, if there is one. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. We're still waiting for our first one on the year by a Warrior batter. Maybe somebody can get a hold of one tonight. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding areas. They will sponsor my game recap in the post-game show. And finally, tonight's first pitch, scheduled for 7 p.m., that is brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, a member FDIC. If you are in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're one of the biggest reasons why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. You know how we do things here. We're going to kick off the Warrior Baseball pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, with a 3-minute break. AJ going to start to spin up some ads from these wonderful sponsors. You'll be hearing from them all throughout the broadcast tonight. Then when we come back, got a lot of stuff to get into that I've prepared. Hopefully a good pregame show for you. We'll take a look at both teams and see how they're doing into tonight's matchup. Look at the coaching staffs, their records, who they've beat and who they've been defeated by. We'll look at the conference standings, leading players for each team on the year, other action around the conference and area tonight. Then we'll have some more probably too, go over the pitching matchup, all that and more still to come in the Warrior Baseball pregame show as we work our way towards starting lineups, national anthem, and first pitch of boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. We'll continue the pregame show after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa. The Van Buren County Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. We're getting set for boys high school varsity baseball action for you. South Division of the Super Conference. West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Warriors currently taking their infield. Let's continue the pregame show by taking a closer look at both teams into tonight's matchup. I should mention West Burlington got a 10-1 victory in 4 innings in the JV game. We will start with the visitors tonight, the West Burlington Falcons. Head coach is Dustin Guyan. He's assisted by Jack Gray. Next action for them, Thursday, June 18th of this week. They're home for Burlington Notre Dame. 7 p.m. start there. They are the West Burlington Falcons in boys high school varsity baseball. Their overall record into tonight's action is 5-5. They're 3-1 at home, 1-3 on the road, 1-1 in neutral site games. West Burlington competes in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Falcons is 4-3. In the last 5, they are 2-3. Their wins this year have come over Winfield Mount Union / Columbus, twice over New London, the first time around over the Warriors, and also Danville, while their losses have come to Fort Madison, Burlington Public, Burlington Notre Dame, Central Lee, and Mediapolis. Last time out for West Burlington was Friday, June 12th, a 7-1 win. That was at home in West Burlington over the New London Tigers. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Falcons on the season. Batting average category. Aiden Brookhiser, an 8th grader, at 485. Aiden Figueroa at 444. And Garrett Bentz at 429. Hits leaders for West Burlington. Brookhiser has 16. Silas Lotzow with 13. And Figueroa and Bentz all have 12. RBI leaders for West Burlington, Lotzow with 18, Bentz with 11, Figueroa and Brookhiser have 4 RBIs apiece. Caleb Bush leads him in runs scored with 14. He also leads him on the base pass with 10 steals. In the ERA category for West Burlington, Bush, he's on the mound tonight for the Falcons, 3.55 ERA, 23 and 2/3 innings pitched. Lotzow, we saw him the first time around in West Burlington, 3.04 and 23 innings pitched even. Strikeout leaders, Lotzow has 23, Bush with 19, and those two guys each have 2 wins on the mound this season to lead West Burlington there. The Falcons averaging 6.7 runs a game. They give up 5.2. Their team batting average is .314. The on-base percentage is .435. The slugging is .411. Team fielding is .973. The team ERA is .431. The WHIP, that's the walks plus hits per innings pitched, 1.79. And the OPS on base plus slugging is .846. Earlier this season, West Burlington got a 10-0 win over the Warriors over in West Burlington, but Van Buren County leads this series 32-5, going all the way back to 2008. All right, the West Burlington lineup made its way to us a little bit late, so I've got to get that entered in my book. AJ's got to update the graphic. So we're going to take another 3-minute break in between breaking down both teams here so we can finish that up. And then when we come back, we'll turn our attention to the Warriors and take a closer look at how they're doing into tonight's matchup. So back with you after this 3-minute break for that. You're tuned in to the Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here from the Kissling Press Box, Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, as we prepare for boys high school varsity baseball action for you tonight. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Let's continue the Warrior Boys baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District by taking a closer look at the Warriors into tonight's matchup. Head coaches Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott, as West Burlington takes their infield. Next action for us, supposed to be tomorrow, Wednesday, June 17th, home for New London, 7 p.m. first pitch there scheduled. We'll see what the weather does and if it cooperates with us. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys high school varsity baseball. The record into tonight is 5-8. They are 3-3 at home, 1-5 on the road, 1-0 neutral site games. Warriors compete in the state of Iowa Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Van Buren County is 1-5, and the last 5, the Warriors are 3-2. They have wins this year over Keokuk, Moravia, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, and Wapello, while their losses have come to Central Lee, twice to Mediapolis, West Burlington, Davis County, Pekin, Burlington Notre Dame, and Fort Madison. Last time out was last night, Monday, June 15th, a 12-1 win. AJ and I, we were up in Wapello to witness that one. Let's take a look at leading players for the Warriors this season in the batting average category. Creek Kite at 393, Reed Kite at 344, Jackson Meek, Kinnick Millard at 250. Hits leaders for Van Buren County. Reed Kite and Creek Kite each with 11, Kinnick Millard with 8. RBI leaders for the Warriors. Creek Kite with 8, Caden Simmons with 6, while Meek, Millard, and Kirkhart all have 5. Reed Kite leads them in runs scored with 13, Kinnick Millard one behind with 12. Caden Simmons leads them on the bases with 7 steals. In the ERA department for Van Buren County, Eli McKinney, 1.40 in 10 innings pitched. Kinnick Millard, 2.10 in 10 innings pitched. And Creek Kite, he got the win last night, 2.76 ERA in 12 2/3 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders, Millard with 18, while McKinney has 2 wins on the mound to lead the Warriors in that category. Van Buren County, they are averaging 5.5 runs a game. They give up 8.3. Team batting average is 242. The on-base percentage, 405. Slugging, 292. There was no fielding percentage listed. The ERA as a team, 5.43. The WHIP, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 1.81. And the OPS, on-base plus slugging, is 697. Let's take a look at the conference standings in the Super Conference, starting in the North Division. Pekin is 8-1, 4-0. Highland is 6-5, 4-1. Hillcrest Academy 5-4, 3-1. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus is 5-8, 3-2. Louisa Muscatine 5-6, 3-3. Wapello is 1-9, 1-4. And Lone Tree got a win last night over Danville. They are 1-10, 0-6. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. In the South Division, where both these teams call home, Mediapolis is 10-2, 7-0. Burlington Notre Dame 7-6, 5-2. Central Lee 7-4, 4-2. West Burlington 5-5, 4-3. Van Buren County 5-8, 1-5. New London 2-11, 1-5, and Danville is 0-9, 0-6. Once again, that's the overall record, followed by the conference record. Other action around the Super Conference tonight. Let's start in the North Division. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus is at New London. Hillcrest Academy is at Pekin for a doubleheader. I believe Pekin won game 1 there already, and Lone Tree is at Louisa Muscatine. In the South Division of the Super Conference, West Burlington right here to take on our Warriors. Mediapolis is at Burlington Notre Dame. That should be a good one. Central Lee is at Danville. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus at New London. Other area teams in action tonight, Fairfield and Cardinal are both idle and Mount Pleasant is at Davis County. That's a look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup. All right, let's get right to the starting lineup so we can get those to you before we get started here. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. For the West Burlington Falcons, the visiting team tonight, leading off is number 5, Caleb Bush. He's a senior doing the pitching. Batting second is number 6, Aiden Brookhiser, an 8th grader playing left field. Batting third is number 99, Aiden Figueroa. He's a senior in center field. The cleanup man is number 14, Silas Lotzow. He's a sophomore shortstop. Batting fifth is number 12, Garrett Bentz, a junior playing third base. Batting sixth is number 8, Sawyer Guyan. He's a junior at first base. Batting seventh is number 2, Pryor Bowen, a junior in right field. Batting eighth is the DH, number 31, Dalton Blow, a sophomore. Batting for number 17, Clayton Fountain, a sophomore, doing the catching. And in the ninth spot is number 3, Carter Fountain, a sophomore at second base. Once again, for West Burlington, it's Bush, Brookhiser, Figueroa, Lotzow, Bentz, Guyan, Bowen, Blow for Fountain. That's Clayton Fountain, and then Carter Fountain. All right, let's get to the starting lineup for our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off is number 3, Reed Kite. He is a freshman shortstop. Batting second is number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior in center field. Batting third is number 13, Creed Kite. He's a sophomore playing third base. The cleanup man is number 2, Kinnick Millard, a junior at second base. Batting fifth is number 17, Caden Simmons, the senior catcher. Batting sixth is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, a senior at first base. Batting seventh is number 1, Keegan Young, a senior in right field. In the 8th spot is number 14, Jackson Meek, a junior left fielder. And batting ninth is number 7, Parker Boley, a sophomore doing the DHing. For the pitcher tonight, number 5, Hunter Stevens, who is a freshman. Once again, for the Warriors, it's Reed Kite, McKinney, Creek Kite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, Young, Meek, and Boley for Stevens. Those are tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Let's take a quick look at the pitching matchup here tonight. For the Warriors, it's number 5, a freshman, Hunter Stevens on the mound, pitched in 4 games, started 3, a 1-2 record without a save. 12 1/3 innings pitched, 287 total pitches, 33 official at-bats against Stevens with a 3.03 average. He's given up 10 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned, 9 walks, 3 hit batters, 7 strikeouts, a 6.24 ERA for Stevens. For West Burlington, it's number 5, Caleb Bush, a senior on the mound for the Falcons, pitched in 5 games, started 4 with a 2-3 record without a save, 23 2/3 innings pitched, 374 total pitches, 107 official at-bats against Bush with a 2.43 average. He's given up 26 hits, 14 runs, 12 earned, 10 walks, 4 hit batters, 19 strikeouts, a 3.55 ERA for the pitcher tonight, Caleb Bush for West Burlington. Coaches and umpires meeting at home plate. The umpires tonight are Rippey and Tharp. Those are their last names. Get that out to you. And looks like we are going to play the national anthem. I heard it once for the softball game happening behind us. They're going to play it again here. So we'll take one more 3-minute break as the starting lineups get introduced to the fans tonight, and then the national anthem. And then when we come back, we'll have first pitch for you. Boys High School varsity baseball action in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. We'll start the game with first pitch right after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group, YouTube, Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth inside the Kissling Press Box here in Keosauqua, Iowa. Nice rendition of the national anthem played by Blaine Benjamin. And I just forgot the name of the other player. It was a duet there, electric guitar, really cool. A nice job there on the national anthem here at the Ferguson. All right, hope you enjoyed another, what I think was another good edition of the Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, county-wide. Let's get you the game time conditions tonight. Those are sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. Another beautiful night for a ball game. It's 74 and sunny, 34% humidity, winds west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Those are your game time conditions tonight for first pitch, brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. First pitch tonight brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. All the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home, 1 through 7 if necessary. And all my inning recaps, the Complexion Company. Strikeouts on the mound by the Warrior pitchers. That's Hunter Stevens to start. Those will be brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. And tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Those are your sponsors as we get things underway. All the leading sponsors with the stuff to start the game. All right, we're just about ready here. Everything has been checked off the list. The pregame show, national anthem, starting lineups, final infield, warm-up pitches. Stevens has the ball, and it's going to be Bush, Brookhiser, and Figueroa, the three, due up there for West Burlington to face freshman Hunter Stevens. Caleb Bush, 276, in there from the right side. Stevens ready. There's the first pitch of tonight, low and in for a ball, and we are underway at 7:05 p.m. this evening. Just a little bit late. 1-0 to Bush. He's number 5 in the leadoff spot, a senior, doing the pitching for the Falcons. Steven, the lefty, coming to him high and outside for ball 2. 2-0 to Bush. Just underway here from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. Stevens ready, and the 2-0. That one's in there, a swing and a miss. 2-1 to Bush now. Warrior defense left to right. It's Meek, McKinney, and Young. We'll get the infield in a minute. The 2-1. Bounced to third. Stopped by Creekite, gloved and thrown over to Colton Kirkhart. And Caleb Bush is the first out of the game. That putout will go 5-3. That is Creekite with a nice stop about waist high and a couple of bounces over to Colton Kirkhart. Warrior defense third to first. It's Creekite, Reedkite, Millard, and Kirkhart. Simmons behind the plate. Stevens on the mound. Up next for West Burlington in the 2 spot is number 6, Aiden Brookhiser, an 8th grader playing left field. 485 for the left-handed batter coming into tonight. He's going to face off against the lefty Hunter Stevens. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first, and the first offering to Brookhiser. He had to duck down and get out of the way of that one. It's ball 1. 1-0 to Brookhiser. He's having a pretty nice year as an 8th grader. As you can see by Stevens hung on to that one too long and bounced it low and outside. So it's 2-0 to Brookhiser. 485 into play tonight for a would-be freshman here coming up in the fall. The 2-0. Missed high on a heater. It's 3-0. Bases empty, 1 out. Just underway here in the top of the first from Keosauqua, Iowa this evening. Super Conference Baseball in the South Division. The 3-0 from Stevens is on the inside corner. Strike 1. 3-1 now. As Stevens looks to get back in the count. McKinney shaded towards right a few steps with the left-handed batter in there. That one on the backside of Brookhiser. Caught by Simmons, but he draws a 1-out walk. So West Burlington with a 1-out base runner. Stevens issues his first base on ball of the night. That'll bring up in the 3rd spot, number 99, Aiden Figueroa. He's a senior center fielder, 444 for him into play this evening. Brookhiser down there at first with 1 out for the Falcons. Stevens will go to the stretch for the first time tonight. He's a lefty, so he'll have a good look at Brookhiser over there at first base. Kirkhart holding him on. Runner stays, and the pitch to Figueroa is down and in. A throw back behind the runner. Kirkhart had to jump to catch it, and he did, but the runner is back safely. 1-0 to the batter, Figueroa. Meek in left, Young in right. They're about straight away. And medium depth. McKinney medium depth as well. He's shaded now a hair towards left. That pitch bounced in there. Figueroa tells Brookhiser to hold up. It's ball 2. Simmons asks for time. He's going to go out and talk with Stevens quickly. So 1 out and 1 on for the Falcons. Figueroa at the plate. Count to him is 2-0. 11 pitches for Stevens so far here in the top of the first. Lots of pretty high averages for West Burlington throughout their lineup. Got to be careful with Brookhiser, Figueroa, Bentz, Lotzau. All over 400. Now we're ready again. Out of the stretch, Stevens is set, and the 2-0. Driven deep to left. Meek back, and this one is going to fly out of here. It has wings, and Figueroa goes deep for a 2-run shot here in the top of the first. Home run for Aiden Figueroa to left field. Give him a couple of RBIs on that hit as Brookhiser scores ahead of him, and West Burlington jumps out to a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. So the Figueroa 2-run home run gives the Falcons a 2-0 lead. Base is empty now. 1 out. West Burlington leads it 2-0 on the 2-run homer by Figueroa, and that's going to bring up the cleanup man, number 14, Silas Lotzau, sophomore shortstop. 4.06 for him, and I was just talking about how you had to be careful with those batters, and Figueroa was one of them, and he goes deep for a 2-0 lead. Stevens to the plate. That one line to third. Off the glove of Cree Kite, fair down the third base and left field line. And Lotzau will stop at first after Meat gathers it in and throws it back into Reed Kite. So back-to-back hits by West Burlington here. Second hit given up by Stevens. In there now for West Burlington in the 5 spot is number 12, Garrett Bentz, Jr., third baseman, 4.29 for Bentz. Runner has the lead at first. That pitch high and outside. Simmons had to stand up to catch it. 1-0 to Bentz. Lotzau at first after his single. West Burlington has tallied 2 on a couple of hits so far. 1 out. There goes the runner. High and outside. The pitch is a ball. The throw down. Millard has to come in and get it. Gets by him. Reed Kite backs up the play. So a stolen base for Lotzau. He goes down to second, and the count to the batter, Bentz, is 2-0. Lotzau takes his lead at second. Fairly good one. Stevens and checks him, but he'll come to the plate. That one driven to left as well and deep. Down the line, is it foul? It is. Had home run distance, but on the wrong side of the line for Bentz, a loud strike. 2-1 as he jumped all over that one. A little bit ahead of it, though. That was not too far away from making it 4-0. But Warriors dodge a bullet there. 2-1 account to Bentz. Lotzau at second. Stevens setting the stretch. He'll raise the right leg here in a minute and come to the plate. Here it is. High and outside. Ball 3. 3-1 now to the batter, Bentz. Guyan is on deck for West Burlington. 2-zip Falcons. 1 on, 1 out here, just underway top of the first. Stevens a longer pause this time, and the 3-1. Missed high on a fastball. So a walk to Bentz puts base runners at first and second with 1 out. Second walk issued by Stevens. He's given up 2 runs on 2 hits, issued 2 walks. So here's number 8 in the 6 spot in the lineup, Sawyer Guyan, junior first baseman. 222 for him, right-handed batter to face the lefty. Kirkhart will not hold the runner on with a runner at second. There's no place for him to go. He's about even with the base, almost down on the grass. There is a roller to third. Glove stepped on first by Cree Kite. Can they turn 2? No. It got past Kirkhart. Runners go to second and third. So Lotzau is the second out of the inning. 5 unassisted. Put Guyan on a fielder's choice. Bentz ends up all the way over at third. Guyan at second after, well, I guess you could say that was a E3. Kirkhart couldn't handle the throw. Either it was on Kirkhart, high and outside on the first pitch to Pryor Bowen, 1-0. Looked like a fairly decent throw from Cree Kite. Kirkhart couldn't handle it. Has got to give an error to somebody there. So second and third with 2 out now. It's 2-0 West Burlington, 1-0 to Bowen. He wears number 2 in the 7 spot, junior right fielder, high outside from Stevens, 2-0. Bowen 320 on the year for him. It's Bentz at third, Guyan at second. Couple of runners in scoring position. Another scoring opportunity as that one hit out towards center. McKinney charging in. It's going to get down and find some grass in left center. That's going to score 2. The throw coming in. The runner should have hit the cutoff. That's going to give the runner, the batter, an extra base. You got to go to second on that to keep him at first, and the Warriors didn't. Never had a shot to get him at home. Head coach Ron Walker coming out to talk to Stevens. So you can score Bentz and Guyan on the play. Bowen, give him a single, 2 RBIs. He goes to second on the throw trying to come to the plate, so it's 4-0 West Burlington now. That is the third hit of the inning, given up by Stevens. So the Bowen single scores 2 more. Make it 4-0 Falcons. Top of the first, 2 outs, a runner at second in scoring position. Got to go to second on that throw. Pitch off the outside corner for a ball to the next batter for the Falcons. It's the DH, number 31, Dalton Blow, the sophomore. He's got a 158 average. He's batting for the catcher, sophomore, number 17, Clayton Fountain, with a 133 average. The 1-0 from Stevens. Bounce back up the middle. Reed Kite to his left. He'll glove and throw. Kirkhart, he couldn't handle it. And bounced out of his glove on somewhat of a low throw there. It's going to allow Bowen to come all the way around to score the 5th run of the inning. Another E on the play. No RBI, as that should have been the 3rd out of the inning. It's going to put the DH Blow on at first. 5-0 West Burlington. 2 errors in the inning on the Warriors as the Dalton Blow grounder. I'll give an E3 on that one. Scores another run. Make it 5-0 Falcons. That pitch is grounded to Reed Kite. He'll glove, not go to second. The easy one will go to Kirkhart. And they'll get Carter Fountain at first base. He wears number 3 in the 9 spot. Sophomore second baseman, 067 for Fountain. He grounds out to Reed Kite, 6-3 on the putout. So they bat around. West Burlington, top of the order. When they come to the plate in the top of the second, Bush, Brookhiser, Figueroa, they lead it 5-0 after a half an inning of play. They get 5 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors. They end up leaving 1 on base. 25 pitches, a long first inning for Hunter Stevens to get the Warriors through it. So we'll take a 60-second break and come on back for the bottom of the first. Warriors find themselves down 5-0 already, but it's Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, and Creekite, the 3-2 up for Van Buren County after this 60-second break. Come on back with us. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Atumo Radio broadcast booth from the Kissling Press Box here at the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa, going to the bottom of the first. Warriors to the plate for the first time tonight, but they find themselves trailing at 5-0. Leading off for Van Buren County is number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman at shortstop. 3:44 for him entering play tonight. First pitch is a strike 1 on the inside corner. 0-1 to Reed Kite. He was 0 for 3. 2 walks, 2 runs scored last night in Wapello. A messy first inning for the Warriors and Hunter Stevens. West Burlington tallies 5 on 3 hits, 2 walks, a couple of errors. The 0-1 is another called strike. 0-2 quickly to Reed Kite. Got that bright pink bat in his hand as he likes to use. West Burlington outfield is Brookhiser, Figueroa, and Bowen left to right. Swing and a miss, a foul tip, not hung onto. Reed Kite stays alive. We'll do it again from 0-2. In the infield for the Falcons, third to first, it's Bentz, Lotzow, Carter Fountain, and Guyan. Bush on the mound. and Clayton Fountain, the catcher. Bush and Lotzow are their two best pitchers. We saw Lotzow first. This is Bush. Swing and a miss. He gets Reed Kite swinging down on strikes. First out of the inning. That's the first strikeout, of course, by Bush. Up next for the Warriors in the 2 spot is number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior center fielder. 222 for him coming into play tonight. Last night he was 1 for 4 with a single, a walk, a run scored against Wapello. Bases empty, 1 out. Warriors trail at 5-0 as we play bottom of 1. The pitch. Ball 1 low outside to McKinney, 1-0. Even with the left-handed batter McKinney in there, center fielder Figueroa shaded a step or two towards left. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 to McKinney. Bush ready again. Here he comes. 3-0. Same place. Low and outside. So Warriors looking to start something with 1 out and nobody on here. Bush out of the windup to 3-0. And that one a little bit farther outside. McKinney draws a 1-out walk. So the Warriors are base runner with 1 out. First walk issued tonight by Bush. Up next for Van Buren County in the 3 spot is number 13, Cree Kite, leading average hitter for the Warriors, sophomore third baseman. 2 for 3 for Cree with a single, a double, a walk, reached on a fielder's choice, an RBI, 2-run scored. He swings on that first pitch, fouls it up and on a play right side. 0-1 to Cree Kite. Busy night for him. He was the winning pitcher last night in Wapello. Busy night from the plate as well, 2 for 3. Cree Kite into tonight's action, 393. They'll check McKinney at first. He's back safely. So Bush out of the stretch with a runner at first now. The 0-1. Swing and a miss by Cree Kite, 0-2. That's the 10th pitch of the night for Bush. McKinney has stayed put. He takes his lead, a medium lead. Bush to the plate. Oh, a called strike on the inside part of the plate. I don't think that had to be. It looked inside to me, but home plate umpire says otherwise, and Cree Kite caught looking. Second out of the inning. Second strikeout recorded by Bush. So now 1 on and 2 out for the cleanup man, number 2, Kinnick Millard, the junior second baseman. 250 for Millard on the year. Last night, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored in Wapello. McKinney is lead, and the first pitch to Millard. Fouled off right side and out of play. 0-1 to Kinnick Millard. Millard in there from the right side, as all the batters have been except McKinney here for the Warriors. In the bottom of the first, they trail at 5-0. The 0-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Shortstop, Lotzow towards third base. He's underneath it, and he will make the catch. Millard, the third out of the inning to retire the side. The pop out to the shortstop, Lotzow. So the Warriors get nothing. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 on the walk to McKinney. When they bat in the bottom of the second, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young. For West Burlington, top of the order for them again when we come back from this 60-second break. 13 pitches for Bush to get West Burlington through the bottom of the first. 5-0 Falcons after 1 inning of play. Top of the second coming at you through this 60-second break. Come on back with us for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group, a YouTube sports channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here in the Kissling Press Box, Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. Start the top of the second, 5-0 Falcons with the lead over the Warriors. Caleb Bush in there again. He's 0 for 1, ground out to third. He takes a called strike one on the outside part of the plate from Hunter Stevens. 0-1 the count to Bush, whereas number 5, the senior on the mound, 276 into play tonight. Bush, a long look in at Simmons out of the windup. Here comes an 0-1, too far outside. Count even at 1-1 now. Warriors looking to have a much cleaner inning here in the top of the second than they did in the top of the first. The 1-1. Fouled off right side, up and out of play. 1-2 now to Bush. New ball back out to Hunter Stevens from Simmons from the home plate ump. A couple errors in that first didn't help at all. Here's the 1-2. Lined through the infield out into right, a base hit. Keegan Young out there back into Millard. So Bush, a leadoff single here for West Burlington in the top of the second. First hit of the inning, that's the 4th of the night for the Falcons. 4th given up by Stevens. So the leadoff man on, one on, nobody out. For number 6, Aiden Brookhiser, an 8th grader, playing left field in the 2 spot. He drew a walk, scored on the first run on that 2-run homer. So second plate appearance, no official at bat. He's got a run scored and a base on ball. He steps out. Stevens off the rubber. Runner retreats to first. Now Bush has his lead. Stevens out of the stretch, toes the rubber again. Brookhiser in there from the left side. 485, his average. Swing and a miss, foul tip. Strike one. The throw back behind the runner. I think it was a foul ball. Maybe not. But it's a strike. It's 0-1. Stevens is ready in the 0-1. Swung on, popped up behind shortstop. Reed kite out. He'll make a nice running catch back over his right shoulder in shallow left field. So they retire Brookhiser for the first out of the inning on the pop out to Reed Kite at shortstop. So 1 on and 1 out now for the Falcons here. They lead it 5-0, top of the second. For number 99, Aiden Figueroa. Senior center fielder. He had the 2-run homer. 1 for 1 with a couple of RBIs on that 2-run homer. His average, 444 into play today. So he's up there again in the box with a runner on at first. See what Stevens does with him this time. He's working out of the stretch. Bush the lead at first. And the first pitch to Figueroa. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Stevens ready again in the 0-1. Too far outside, a throwback behind the runner. He's back safely at first. Count even to Figueroa. 1-1. West Burlington with the green tops, gray pants. Warriors with the black tops tonight and the white pants. There's a pitch swung on, fouled back, fouled tip. 1-2. Scoreboard says, 2-2. I think it's 1-2 to Figueroa. I think I'm saying that right. So Bush, a little bit bigger than a medium lead at first. He's taking another half a step. There he goes. The pitch high and outside. Simmons will not throw. Bush steals second. Count 2-2 to Figueroa. Runner in scoring position now with one out for West Burlington on the stolen base by Bush, down to second. This would be a big out number 2 here. Hunter Stevens steps off. Bush retreats to second. As highest average hitters there are right now Brookhiser, Figueroa, Lotzau, Bentz. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. High and outside to Figueroa. 3 and 2. Now it's full. McKinney in center is shaded a little bit towards left. Meek fairly deep in left. Young about medium depth in right. The 3-2. A swing and a miss. Stevens comes back and gets a strikeout of a Figueroa. A little revenge there. He's the second out of the inning. Down swinging on strikes. First strikeout of the night for Stevens. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Up next for West Burlington is the cleanup man number 14, Silas Lotzau, sophomore shortstop. He's 1 for 1 with a single on the night. Into play this evening, 4:06. Bush a lead at second. The pitch low and outside. Bush halfway there. He decides to go back to second. 1-0 to Lotzau. So there's 2 outs with 1 on. Bush out there at second. 5-0 West Burlington as we play top of the second. Stevens is set. Looks back and forth. He goes into the plate. Nope. Oh, they're going to throw down to Millard off of second by Simmons. That's dangerous. It wasn't even close. And the throw from Millard, Stevens wasn't looking, and it goes back to home plate. What are the Warriors doing? That is not a heads-up play there at all. So that is going to be a E. Oh, man, letting Bush go to third on the E. I guess you got to give it to Millard at second on the third error of the game by the Warriors. It's 2-0. 3-0 now. To the batter, Lotzau. There's a strike in there, 3-1. Stevens trying to get back into the count. And the 3-1. He walked him. So Lotzau draws a base on ball. First and third now. Third walk issued by Stevens. First and third for West Burlington with 2 outs. Here, top of the second, they lead at 5-0. Here comes head coach Ron Walker. That was a really funny play. Bush was basically on the bag at second when Simmons decided to throw it down there, and he threw it to Millard, who was halfway in between the bag and his second base position. Kinnick fielded the ball or caught it on a hop and then tried to throw it back to Stevens. It was to the right field side of the mound and went past him and all the way to back to Simmons. And then Bush went from second. They're going to take Stevens out here. Pitching change. Nolan Harriman going to come in. So on... And Coach Walker might be watching the pitch count because we got a busy week. So 18 pitches for Stevens in the second here so far. He's got a game total, 25-43. He ends up going an inning and 2/3. The runners on base are his responsibility at first and third. So Nolan Harriman going to come in. And the first batter he's going to face will be the number 5 hitter. Wearing number 12 is Garrett Bentz, the junior third baseman. He's does not have an official at bat on the night. He drew a walk, scored a run. So the pitching changes tonight, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. So Harriman will enter in Stevens' spot in the lineup there. He's being DH'd for the Warriors in the 9 spot by Boley. Let's see if we can set up Harriman here for you on the year pitching. Number 6, a sophomore, is Nolan Harriman. Pitched in 6 games, has not started any without a record or a save. 11 2/3 innings pitched, 208 total pitches for him, 46 official at bats, a 326 average given up. He's allowed 15 hits, 12 runs, 10 of them earned. 10 walks, 3 hit batters, 6 strikeouts, 6.00 ERA, and he likes to throw some junk stuff. Not a super fast pitcher. Adequate speed, average, I would say, but his stuff moves around. Knuckle curve and whatnot, so head coach Ron Walker maybe decided to throw him off a little bit. Give him a different look here. So Stevens goes an inning and 2/3. Giving up 5 runs on the 4 hits. Walked 3, struck out 1 on 43 game total pitches, and West Burlington leads at 5-0 here with 2 outs, first and third, top of the second.
Straight up Harryman for Stevens.
Home plate umpire nice enough to report that change for me. He said straight up Harryman for Stevens. That's what we figured, and that's what we got. So, West Burlington so far in the inning, no runs for them. They've got a hit, an error on the Warriors, and a walk issued. Also, a single. Those are the base runners out there at first and third with 2 out. And in climbs Garrett Bentz, third baseman, 429, a junior. In there from the right side, Harryman will start out of the stretch with runners at first and third. He'll throw to first, back safely. There's a Lotzow down there. So the Warriors need an out to get out of the second here. Force at second and first, of course. Runner at third not being forced anywhere. Harryman will step off and throw to first again. Back safely, Lotzow. Warriors expecting him to run here, as is typical with first and third in high school. That runner from first going to go 95% of the time, it feels like. They'll check him. He was leaning the wrong way, but he's back safely. They had him leaning half a step jump towards second, but he hustled back. 3 straight checks of the runner, and Bent's still waiting on that first pitch from Nolan Harryman. And here it comes. Runner stays. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Reed Kite calling it behind Creekite at third, and he'll make the catch. So on one pitch, Garrett Bentz pops out to Reed Kite at short. He's the third out of the inning. Harryman does his job, coming in and throwing one pitch in the second to get the Warriors out of trouble. So West Burlington, no runs on a hit. There was an error. They end up leaving 2 there in the top of the second, and they still lead at 5-0 after an inning and a half when West Burlington comes to the plate. Top of the third, 6, 7, and 8. Guyan, Bowen, and the DH Blow for the Falcons. We'll take a 60-second break. Warriors coming to the plate for the second time in the bottom of the second, looking for some runs. They'll have 5, 6, and 7. Simmons, Kirkhart, and Young, the 3 due up. Warriors trail at 5-0 after an inning and a half. Come on back with us for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Back with you from the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Bush, first pitch to Simmons, low and outside as we start the bottom of the second, 1-0 to Caden. He's in the 5 spot wearing number 17. Caden Simmons, the senior catcher, into play tonight, 148. Simmons, 1 for 3, a single, a walk. Reached the second pitch, is swung on, fouled back to the right of us here in the booth. 1-1 to Simmons now. Last night in Wapello, a single, a walk, reached on an error, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs for Caden. Busy night at the plate for him. All the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. The 1-1 followed off right side, up and out of play. 1-2 the count now to the Warrior batter, senior catcher Caden Simmons. Figueroa, a step shaded towards left. In center field, The other two outfielders, medium depth, about straight away. Leadoff batter is Simmons for the Warriors here. Bottom of the second, they trail at 5-0. Caden lines that one out to left. Retreating a little bit and making a catch with his right hand as he is a lefty is Brookhiser, the 8th grader, out there. Simmons put some good lumber on it, but comes up with a fly out to left. He's the first out of the inning to Brookhiser, making the play out there. So 1 out, nobody on for the 6th man in the order, number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. Kirkhart last night at Wapello, 1 for 3, a single, a sacrifice, 2 RBIs. Into play tonight, 226 for Colton. Bush ready, here he comes. High and in to Colton, ball 1. Base is empty with 1 out as we play here in the bottom of the second. The Falcons getting 5 in the first to lead it 5-0. Here comes Bush. That one outside corner strike to Kirkhart, evening the count at 1-1. Kirkhart swings at the next pitch, fouls it off right side, up and out of play. 1-2 now. Figueroa now about straight away in center. A good holdup by Kirkhart on a breaking ball that Bush left well short of the plate to make the count even at 2-2. Kirkhart can battle with 2 strikes as he's shown. Scoreboard a pitch behind, it looks like. A defensive swing on a high inside pitch right back to Bush. He'll glove it on a bounce and run it over and touch the bag himself as he shakes off Guyan over there. And Kirkhart is the second out of the inning, retired 1 unassisted. That'll bring up 7th spot in the order. Wearing number 1 is Keegan Young, the senior right fielder. 2:14 for Young into play tonight. Last night in Wapello, 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. The righty batter takes ball 1 low from Bush. 1-0 to Young. He swings and pops up that pitch down the left field line. Shortstop over, makes a nice diving play right into foul territory. Lotzow, and he makes the catch. A nice play by Lotzow to retire Keegan Young for the 3rd out of the inning. On the fly out to the shortstop, Lotzow running to his right along the foul line. He dives and he makes the catch. So the Warriors are retired in order in the bottom of the second. When they bat again in the bottom of the third, it'll be 8-9-1. Jackson Meek, D.H. Parker Boley. In the top of the order, Reed Kite. 11 pitches for Bush to get West Burlington through the second. He's got a game total of 24. After 2 innings are complete, it's West Burlington 5, Van Buren County nothing. West Burlington coming to the plate with 6, 7, and 8. Guyan, Bowen, and the DH blow when we come back from a 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
All right, we're back with you here at the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, getting ready to start the top of the third. Here's Sawyer Guyan. First pitch from Harriman, a knuckle curve, or a knuckleball is inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Guyan in the 6th spot. He's 0 for 1 on the day, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Where's number 8, junior first baseman? The second pitch from Harriman is a called strike on the inner part of the plate, even the count at 1-1. Guyan, 2:22 coming into play this evening. Leadoff man for West Burlington here, as they lead at 5-0. Top of the third. Lights on at the Ferguson. That one underneath his left arm on another knuckleball. 2-1 the count. Right-handed batter is Guyan, I believe the coach's son. Harriman coming to him. Bounce that one in there, low and outside. So it's 3-1 now from Nolan Harriman, the tall, lanky right-hander for the Warriors. Facing the right-handed batter, Sawyer Guyan, for the Falcons. Into the windup goes Harriman, and here is the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Reed Kite to his left. A glove behind the bag. A strong throw to Kirkhart. And a nice play from Reed Kite over to Kirkhart to get Guyan at first base. He's the first out of the inning, 6-3 on the putout. Up next for West Burlington in the 7th spot is number 2, Pryor Bowen, the junior right fielder. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored, .320 for Bowen on the year. I tell you what, Reed Kite is a pretty slick fielding shortstop for a freshman. He'll be one to watch here over the next 3 years for the Warriors. 1 out, nobody on for West Burlington. Top of the 3rd, Harriman to the plate. That one drilled foul, left field line, up against the fence. Strike 1 to Bowen. McKinney is shaded 4 steps, or now back a couple towards the middle. In center field with the right-handed batter. Warrior outfield, the left and right fielders, straightaway medium depth. Here's the pitch. Driven out to the left. Jackson Meek running to his right. He'll dive, and he can't make it. It's bouncing, and now up against the fence as Meek gathers and throws back into the cutoff man, Reed Kite. Pryor Bowen, 2 for 2 now with a single and a 1-out double. First hit of the inning, first hit given up by Harriman. 5th of the night for West Burlington. So they've got a runner in scoring position at second base with 1 out for the DH, number 31, Dalton Blow, the sophomore. He reached on an air. He's 0 for 1. Into play tonight, 158. He's batting for the catcher, Clayton Fountain, who has a 133 average. So Bowen with his lead out there at second. Millard trying to keep him close. Runner takes a big lead, pitches ball 1 to the DH, Blow. 1-0. Blow, a right-handed batter. Harriman will now work out of the stretch. A glance back there at Bowen. And the pitch. Driven to center and deep. McKinney back, and he's not going to get it. Over his head all the way up to the fence. Runner around third is going to come home. The throw to the cutoff man, Reed Kite towards third base, and there's an RBI double for the DH, Dalton Blow. First run of the inning, second hit of the inning. Second hit and first run given up by Harriman. Score Pryor Bowen from second on the play. So here in the top of the 3rd, the Blow double scores 1 to make it 6-0 West Burlington. Up next in the 9th spot is number 3, Carter Fountain, the sophomore second baseman. 067 for him. Harriman coming to him, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Carter Fountain. He's 0 for 1 on the day, a ground out to short. 6-zip Falcons as we play in the top of the 3rd. Warriors have yet to score a run against West Burlington so far this year. West Burlington outscoring them 16-0. Combined 2 games. Harriman, that one over the batter's back. Ducked out of the way did Carter Fountain. It's 1-1. Below is out there at second after his RBI double. West Burlington has tallied a run on 2 hits here to lead it 6-0. In the top of the 3rd with 1 out and 1 on. Count 1-1 to Carter Fountain. Harriman ready. Hung on to that one too long. It's a wild pitch past Simmons all the way to the backstop. Count to the batter 2-1. Move Below to third on a wild pitch. Hung on to too long by Harriman. First wild pitch issued by Nolan and by Warrior pitching tonight. So a runner at third now with 1 out. 2-1 to the batter, Carter Fountain. Harriman looked at first. There's nobody over there. Pitch bounced to third. Creek Kite knocks it down. He'll glove his only play to Kirkhart at first, and he makes it. RBI ground out by Carter Fountain. That play is a good stop by Creek Kite over there. 5-3 on the putout. That's the second out of the inning. Score Blow on the play, and it's 7-0 West Burlington on the Carter Fountain RBI ground out. That'll turn the lineup over. 3rd time through. Here's Caleb Bush. It's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out. In there from the right side, 276 for their Falcon pitcher. Takes Ball 1 from Nolan Harriman, 1-0 to Bush. So West Burlington now 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning to lead it 7-0. Harriman, the pitch is taken inside for ball 2. He's out of the windup now with nobody on base. 2-0 to the batter, Bush. Harriman will rock and fire. Called strike on the outer half, 2-1. That was the 16th pitch for Harriman in the inning. He's ready again, and he'll wind and deal on a 2-1. Nope, hung on to it too long, missed his release point off the outside corner for ball 3. Two outs and nobody on here, but West Burlington has scored twice in the inning to turn a 5-0 lead into a 7-0 lead. 3-1 from Harriman to Bush. Too far inside, and he walked him. 2-out base runner, Bush down to first on the base on ball. That's the first walk issued by Harriman. 4th walk issued by Warrior pitching tonight. In there next, in the 2-hole spot, is number 6, Aiden Brookhiser, 8th grader, playing left field. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He does have a walk and a run scored. 485. They'll check him at first. He's back safely. Brookhiser at 485 on the season. There's another career along with Reed Kite for the Warriors that we'll watch. Brookhiser, pretty good, real good looking 8th grader. Going to be a freshman. Check him at first again. He's back safely. McKinney now with the Brookhiser, the left-handed batter. He's shaded about 4 or 5 steps towards right field. Kirkhart holding the runner on at first. Harriman will check him again. And he's back once again safely. 1 on and 2 out for West Burlington. Falcons lead at 7-0, top of the 3rd. Warrior offense got to get going against the Falcons. Harriman out of the stretch is ready. There goes the runner. The pitch, a swing and a miss, a strike. Throw down to second. Reed Kite. He dropped it. He wouldn't have been in time anyway. Stolen base of second by Bush. The pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1 to Brookhiser. Warriors look a little lethargic right now. Harriman ready. That one too far outside to Brookhiser. Count even 1-1. Maybe thinking about the long week of baseball ahead. Pretty long road trip to Wapello. Win last night, though. Should have gave them some momentum coming into tonight, but they found themselves down 7 here. In the top of the 3rd, that knuckleball floats high and outside, 2-1. So a runner at second. That's Bush with 2 out. West Burlington has already tallied twice on a couple of hits here in the top of the 3rd. Warriors got to put an end to the bleeding right here. The pitch. Bounced to Millard at second. He'll glove, throw to Kirkhart. They make the play. And that will end the inning. Brookhiser is the 3rd out for 3 on the putout. West Burlington bats in the top of the 4th. It'll be 3-4-5 Figueroa, Lotzau, and Bentz. West Burlington gets 2 on a couple of hits. There were no errors by the Warriors, and they end up leaving 1 on base. 22 pitches for Harriman to get the Warriors through the top of the 3rd. He's up to a game total of 23. So now after 2.5, Warriors talking about it with the team huddle outside of their dugout. They're trying to get some fire going. After 2.5, West Burlington leads it 7-0. Van Buren County coming to the plate when we come back. It's 8-9-1. Meek, the DH Boley, and Reed Kite. Warriors need some runs. Back with you in 60 seconds for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth. Jackson Meek in there takes strike one, 0-1 to him. He's in the 8th spot wearing number 14, and he asked for time. Bush delivered. That pitch will not count. Home plate umpire was holding his right hand up. Meek in the 8th spot. Where's number 14, the junior left fielder? Into play tonight, 250. Last night, 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. He'll follow that one back into the fence just to the right of us. It's 0-2 to Jackson Meek. He's the leadoff man for the Warriors here as we play in the bottom of the third, with West Burlington leading it 7-0. Bush ready. The windup. Meek fouls it off again, right side up and out of play. We'll do it again from 0-2. Warriors offense, it needs a spark. Getting that leadoff man on would be a good start. Let's see if Meek can do that. Breaking ball, missed down low. A good pitch from Bush. A good hold and a good watch from Jackson Meek. It's 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2. Swung through on an inside pitch. Meek down on the strikes for the first out of the inning. That is the third strikeout recorded by Caleb Bush. Here's the DH in the 9th spot, number 7, Parker Boley, the sophomore. The pitch. Fouled back right at me in the booth. 0-1. Boley 2 for 3. 2 singles, a sacrifice, 2 RBIs, a run scored last night in Wapello. For the season, he's 231. Batting for the pitcher, Stevens, and now Harriman. The 0-1. Fouled up and over us, out of play. 0-2. Literally, if I had a glove and there was no fence there, that one would have came. I could have caught that one. 0-2. Up, it was dropped by the catcher. It's a strikeout. They'll have to secure it at first base. And Fountain down to Guyan, and they do just that. Boley, the second out of the inning. Strikeout secured. 1-3 at first base. 4th strikeout recorded by Bush. That'll turn the lineup over, though. Nobody on and 2 out for the leadoff man in the orders. Number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman shortstop, 0 for 1 on the day. He's got a swinging strikeout, and into play tonight, Reed Kite was at 344. He was not ready. And a little bit of Reed Kite says he wasn't ready. Not sure if that pitch counted or not. He lines that one out to left. Oh, the shortstop back, and Lotzow going to make a nice running catch over his left shoulder. Not sure if that first pitch counted. But Kite is the third out of the inning on the little soft liner to Lotzow at short. So the Warriors go down in order in their half, the bottom half of the third, and after 3 are complete, West Burlington still leads it 7-0. Not sure if that first pitch counted or not. I'm going to go with it. I guess it did, so we'll say Bush 10 pitches to get West Burlington through the third, game total of 34. Kite wasn't ready, and Bush quick pitched him, but makes an out on the next pitch. So after 3 are complete, it's 7-0 West Burlington. They're coming to the plate after a 60-second break in the top of the 4th. They've got 3, 4, 5 Figueroa, Lotzow, and Bentz due up. Come on back with us. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Harriman back on the mound right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we return with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, Kissling Press Box, here at the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa, to start the top of the fourth. West Burlington leads it 7-0. Here's number 99 in the 3 spot in the order, Aiden Figueroa. Senior center fielder. He is 1 for 2, 2-run home run, scored a run, 2 RBIs. He's got a strikeout as well. He'll hit that one hard through the hole between first and second. Millard couldn't get there on the first pitch of the inning. Figueroa has himself a leadoff single. Kind of stumbled over Kirkhart there, but he wasn't going to second. And they're checking on the interference or the obstruction, but they're saying that Figueroa ran into Kirkhart. So, third hit given up by Harriman. The pitch is a knuckleball that hits the next batter, Silas Lotzow. He'll go to first on a hit by pitch, send Figueroa down to second. First hit batter by Warrior pitching. So Lotzow now is 1 for 1 with his single. He's walked and also been hit by a pitch. So the first 2 reach. 2 on, nobody out. First and second for Garrett Bentz. The pitch from bounced it in there low to Simmons from Harriman. 1-0 to Bentz. Where's number 12 in the 5 spot, junior third baseman. 429 for him. Figueroa was at 444. Lotzow was at 406. Their averages. Bentz on the night, 0 for 1. He's walked and scored a run. Here comes a pitch from Harriman. A strike on the outside corner. Count even at 1-1 to Garrett Bentz. The Falcon third baseman. Figueroa a lead at second. Lotzow a lead at first. Not being held on, of course, because he's got a runner ahead of him. Harriman, the stretch, and a 1-1. A slow roller. Glove. Oh, no. Kite misplayed it. Creek Kite at third. Tried to glove it on the grass and went right over the top of it. Stopped it, but Bentz is going to reach on an E5. Everybody else moving up 90 feet. Figueroa to third. Lotzow to second. They're loaded with nobody out. Fourth error of the night by the Warrior defense. So West Burlington really looking to break it open even more here. They've got them loaded with nobody out, leading it 7-zip in the top of the fourth. Harriman the pitch, low and outside to Sawyer Guyan, 1-0. He bats in the 6th spot. Where's number 8, the junior first baseman, 222 for him. He's 0 for 2 on the day, reached on a fielder's choice and has scored a run. Harriman is set in the stretch and is coming to the plate. Swung on and popped up, or a shallow fly ball. In is Jackson Meek in shallow left. They'll bluff a tag. He'll hit Creek Kite the cutoff. It skips away from him towards the third base line, but Figueroa will not go anywhere. So there's a big out. Guyan, first out of the inning on the fly out to Meek in left. So there's a way out of it now if the Warriors can turn 2. And up next for West Burlington in the 7th spot in the order is number 2, Pryor Bowen, the junior right fielder. He's 2 for 2 on the day. A single, a double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Into play tonight, 320 for Bowen. Bases loaded still with 1 out for West Burlington here, top of the 4th. They already have a 7-0 lead. Warriors got to weasel their way out of a jam here. Foul tip off of Simmons' right arm for strike 1. 0-1 to Bowen. And like I've said so many times in this situation before, the corners are in, middle back. They'll look to turn 2, Reed, Kite, and Millard, second to first. If it's a sharp grounder or ball hit to Kirkhardt or Creekite, they could go home to first, cut down that run, try to turn 2. There's a break, a knuckleball, I guess. It dove underneath the bat of Bowen, 0-2. Harriman would take a strikeout here as well. Then the Warriors could get it out in a lot of different places, as they can right now with the bases loaded. Be looking better with 2 outs, though. Harriman's 0-2. Down the left field line. Meek can't get there. It's foul. Good hustle by Jackson. Just hitting the spot where Reed Kite couldn't get there, and neither could Jackson Meek. They're both hustling after it. No lack of effort there. We'll do it again from 0-2. Just one of those, a soft blooper. Over third base down the left field line in foul territory that nobody could get to. So, runners at first, second, and third have their leads. Harriman out of the stretch. It's 0-2 to Bowen. Here's a pitch. Too low. A good waste by Harriman. Still ahead in the count. It's 1-2. This spot last night, the Warriors were using the bunt to their advantage. West Burlington not looking to do that. The 1-2. Driven to left. Meek. Oh, he took a wrong angle at it, and it went over his head. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Here's a play at third. Creed Kite couldn't handle the throw from Reed Kite. It's a double for Pryor Bowen, who's 3 for 3 with a single, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs on the night out of the 7th spot in the order. So Bentz ends up all the way over at third. You can score Figueroa and Lotzow on the play to make it 9-0 here in the top of the 4th. The Bowen double scores 2, and it's 9-0 West Burlington. Second hit in the inning. They scored twice. Runners still second and third, 1 out. Pitch a ball to the DH, number 31, Dalton Blow, the sophomore. 1-0 to him. He had a RBI double his last time and scored a run. He's 1 for 2 on the day with that double run scored, and he's also reached on an error. Into play tonight, he was at 158. 2 runners in scoring position out there for him. Harriman inside. Blow got out of the way. 2-0. West Burlington so far this year just has the Warriors' number, outscoring us 19-0 in, I don't know what that first game went, 5 innings, I think, AJ, right? Yeah, 5, so 8+ innings. Called strike to Blow, 2-1. Runners at second and third are not being forced, so no double play really opportunity, unless it's a hard liner caught and they can double somebody off. The 2-1. Nope, down low and outside. 3-1 to Dalton Blow. So, a walk would load him up again. Only 1 out. West Burlington has tallied twice on a couple of hits. An error by the Warriors has helped out. And he did. That should be ball 4. Blow now just realizing it. It is a base on ball. So they are loaded up again. Second walk issued by Harriman. So Blow at first. Bowen at second after his RBI double. Bentz after reaching on an error. He's at third. Here's number 3 in the 9th spot, Carter Fountain, the sophomore second baseman. First pitch from Harriman, plunks him in the left shoulder. He's going to get an RBI on the hit by a pitch. He'll go down to first. Second batter hit by Harriman. score Bents on the play. They've tallied 3 now here. To lead it 10-0 on the hit by pitch. Scores 1. Top of the order now. Caleb Bush. Pitch to him is low, ball 1. Bush on the night. 1 for 2 with a single. He's also walked. 276 for the Falcon hurler. West Burlington now 3 runs on a couple of hits and a Warrior error to lead it 10-0, top of the 4th. That one is a called strike. Ooh, maybe didn't have to be. Warriors catch a call there. Maybe a little bit high and outside, but it's 1-1 to Bush. Bases are loaded for West Burlington with 1 out. Warriors would love to turn 2 and get out of a jam. Home to first, second to first on a double play. A pitch grounded to Kite, bobbled. He's going to glove, only play at first. He'll throw out Bush, but it's an RBI ground out. As Bush is retired, he's the second out of the inning. 5-3 Creekite to Kirkhart. You can score Pryor Bowen on the play, 4th run of the inning. And move Blow to move the runners to second and third. Blow to second, Fountain to first. This is Brookhiser. He'll bounce one to Millard. Kinnick gloves, and he's going to lob it over to Kirkhart, and Brookhiser is the third out of the inning on the 4-3 putout. I got to get this in my scoring summary. That Bush grounder before Brookhiser give him an RBI as the Bush, I'll put an RBI ground out, scores 1. To make it 11-0 West Burlington. 22 pitches for Harriman to get the Warriors through the 4th inning. He's got 45 game total. West Burlington tallies 4 on a couple of hits. There was an error. They end up leaving 2 on base to lead it 11-0 after 3.5 innings of play. We'll take a 30-second break. Warriors coming to the plate looking for some runs to avoid the 10-run rule after 5 innings. Bottom of the 4th, it's 2-3-4. McKinney, Creekite, and Miller due up after this 30-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth, Ferguson Sports Complex, west edge of Keosauqua. Start the bottom of the 4th. Warriors, it's not looking good right now. 11-0 West Burlington. In steps number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior center fielder, batting in the 2 spot. First pitch to McKinney is ball 1. McKinney on the night. Second plate appearance, no official at bat. He drew a walk straight on the bases. Called strike, count 1-1 to Eli. So West Burlington has got 5 in the first, 2 in the third, 4 in the 4th to lead it 11-0. That one is ball off the outside corner, 2-1. They lead it 11-0 on the scoreboard, out hitting the Warriors 8-0. Van Buren County with 4 errors, West Burlington with none. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate to make the count even at 2-2. And West Burlington has stranded 6. The Warriors with just 1 base runner in the game. That was McKinney's walk, and he got stranded. So 21-0. The Warriors have been outscored against West Burlington in the 2 games. There's another ball taken by McKinney. Full count now, 3-2 to the Warrior leadoff hitter. Here in the bottom of the 4th, looking for some ignition with the offense. You got to give credit to West Burlington as well. Loads out pitched a good game the first time around, and Bush is effective here so far today. Starting work in his Eli draws his second walk on ball 4. Leadoff man on. McKinney, 2 walks drawn, so he's batted twice, no official at-bats, 2 plate appearances, second walk issued by Bush, both to McKinney. So the leadoff man is on. 1 on, nobody out. For the 3-hole hitter, number 13, Creek Kite, the sophomore third baseman, 0 for 1, got caught looking. McKinney was 222 into play today. Creek Kite, 393. Kite asked for time. He is digging in, and now he is ready. Bush will work out of the stretch with McKinney at first. And the pitch, high. A ball taken by Creek Kite, 1-0. So, tale of 2 nights. Much different night for the Warrior offense. They led it 5-1 last night, going to the 7th, exploded for 7 to win it 12-1 tonight without a hit so far through 3+, swing and a miss by Creek Kite, 1-1. It's the 4th time up for the Warriors here. Figueroa in center, shaded a couple steps towards left with the righty Creek Kite in there. He took a ball low. 2-1. McKinney down there at first after his base on ball. Bush, glove on left knee, looking in. Now he's set. And a slide step, pitch, bounced foul third base side. Count is 2-2 now to Creek Kite. Total so far, West Burlington 11 runs on 8 hits. No errors for them. They've stranded 6. The Warriors, no runs on no hits. 4 errors. Van Buren County has stranded 1. Creek Kite asked for time. He's digging back in. Now he's ready. Bush is also the 2-2. High over Creek Kite's head. Pops away from the catcher. And McKinney down to second on a pass ball. I guess we'll call that. Popped right out of his glove. He should have had it. So it's 3-2 now to Creek Kite. Warriors looking to put the first 2 on here. In the bottom of the 4th, the pitch. Swung on. Driven foul left side out of play. Another payoff will be coming. Fountain had to stand up to get that second to last pitch, but he had it and just popped right out of his glove to allow McKinney to go to second. Another 3-2 from Bush. That's ball 4. And there's a little something started for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 4th as Creek Kite draws a base on ball. Back-to-back walks. Have put 2 on with nobody out. Third walk issued by Caleb Bush. That's his 13th pitch of the inning. His pitch count's still in pretty good shape. He started the inning with 34. He's 13. He's up to 47. But the Warriors mounting a small threat here compared to what they've done so far tonight. First and second, nobody out for the cleanup man, number 2, Kinnick Millard, the junior second baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the night. A pop out to short. Warriors got lots of work to do down 11 zip. They got to load the bases and get the carousel moving a bunch of times. But this is a start, at least. The pitch to Millard. Low and in. From Bush. 1-0. Miller to look down at Ron Walker, getting some signs. Kinnick, orange bat in hand, and they're from the right side. Takes the ball inside. 2-0 to him. So, Bush struggling with command for, I guess I would say, the first time, really, tonight. He's working out of the stretch with runners at first and second to pitch to Millard. In the zone for called strike 1. 2-1 to Kinnick. McKinney taking his lead at second. Creek Kite a lead at first, not being held on. Ball 3 inside to Millard. 3-1 now, so he's in danger with a walk of loading him up. That would complete the carousel that I'm talking about, and then you get it moving. See what you can do. Nobody out. 2 on. 3-1 to Millard in the pitch. Ball 4. High and in. Kinnick draws a base on ball. Send McKinney to third. Creekite to second. Fourth. Walk. Issued by Bush. Up next for the Warriors. Here comes Dustin Guillen to talk to Caleb Bush. Just give him a break here, settle him down. I would be surprised if he made a move. Pitch count's still in pretty good shape. It's going to be number 17, Caden Simmons, in the 5 spot, the senior catcher. 0 for 1 on the day. Fly out to the left. That was the 18th pitch, the most he's thrown in any inning. He had 13 in the first, 11 in the second, 10 in the third. Started this inning with 34. Plus the 18, he's at up to 52. So it looks like a pep talk is all that was. West Burlington infielders heading back to their respective positions. And so are the Warrior runners and batter, Simmons. We need a big hit. I mean, we'll take run number 1 any way we can get it. Pass ball, wild pitch, hit, batter, whatever. But you just love to see Caden put a good charge into one somewhere and get it all the way to the fence. Here's pitch number 1, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Caden Simmons, 0-1 to count. Last night, the Warriors bunted in this position 4 consecutive times with the bases loaded and really hurt Wapello. But doesn't look like they're doing that tonight. Ooh, called strike 2 inside corner. 0-2 quickly to Caden Simmons. So Bush starts him with a couple of strikes after that pep talk from his head coach, Dustin Guillen, I think it is. And 0-2. Fouled back a little bit down to the right of us. We'll do it again from 0-2. Bush has went to a little bit of a shortened windup, it looks like here, with the bases loaded. There's a soft liner, caught. They'll double Millard off at first to get a double play, and man, that's a big dent into the Warrior threat. Simmons, the first out of the inning, on a little pop fly to the pitcher. Then they... Or are they going to call... Talking to the Warrior dugout about questioning balls and strikes, it looks like... So Millard gets doubled off of first for the second out of the inning. That play goes 1-3. Other Warrior runners stay put. McKinney at third and Creekite at second. Up next for Van Buren County in the 6th spot is number 10, Colton Kirkhart, the senior first baseman. He's 0 for 1, retired 1 unassisted. Home plate umpire not happy with the chatter coming from the Warrior dugout. Head coach Ron Walker says he's got it. The home plate umpire says, no, you don't. So we're ready for play again. 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch to Kirkhart is inside, ball 1. So the 11-0 score, probably frustrations boiling over there, had something to do with that. The 1-0 to Kirkhart, called strike. It's 1-1. Still 2 out there in scoring position for the Warriors. For Kirkhart, if he can drive him in, he takes another called strike, probably a pitch he should have went on. 1-2. High and in to Kirkhart. Count even at 2-2. I'll mark a double play there on that last one on the soft liner. Colton swings on that and pops it up on the infield. Loads out to his right behind third base, and he'll squeeze it to get West Burlington out of trouble. Kirkhart, the third out of the inning on the pop out to the shortstop on the infield. So the Warriors had a threat, but end up scoring no runs on no hits. There were no errors. They end up stranding 2. Had him loaded on those walks by Bush, but he gets out of it. 27 pitches in the 4th for Bush and the Falcons. Let's see, 34, 44, 54. He's up to a total now of 61. So the Warriors fail to score, and they still trail it 11-0 after 4 innings of play. West Burlington coming to the plate after a 60-second break, leading it 11-0. They'll have 3, 4, 5, Figueroa, Lotso, and Bentz due up. Come on back for more Warrior Baseball. You're tuned into it right here. Reed Kite going to the mound, it looks like, on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected. Whether you're at home or on the road, stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth. New pitcher for the Warriors is number 3, Reed Kite, the freshman. Let's try to set him up here for you. Pitched in 2 games, started 1, a 1-1 record without a save, 2 innings pitched, 101 total pitches, 6 official at-bats against him, a .500 average, giving up 3 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 7 walks, did not hit a batter, 2 strikeouts, 17.50 ERA for the Warriors' new pitcher, Reed Kite. Harryman, Nolan, goes 2 1/3, giving up 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 runs, a wild pitch, 2 hit batters on 45 game total pitches. Kite to Figueroa, who is evidently a switch hitter. He's hitting now from the left side. Wow, that's impressive as a high schooler. 0-1. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a single, a 2-run homer. Scored a couple of runs. 444 average. That one's inside from Kite. 1-1. So the Warrior changes here. Reed Kite from short to the mound. McKinney stays in center. Creek Kite stays at third. Miller goes from second to short. That pitch is low. Reed Kite's hat falls off after the delivery. It's 2-1. Simmons still behind the plate. Kirkhart still at first. Keegan Young from right to second. Meek still in left, I believe. Figueroa swinging a miss through that one. Count even at 2-2. And Parker Boley from the DH spot goes out to right. Ooh, and a called. That pitch was inside. Figueroa knew it, and I had a great look at that one, but the ump rings him up. Caught looking is Figueroa on an inside strike. First out of the inning. Reed Kite gets his first strikeout. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris. All the innings tonight, Cranston Family Funeral Home. Inning recaps, the Complexion Company. So here's Silas Lotzow now from the right side. Reed Kite breaking ball lands inside. It plunked him. So, on one pitch, Lotzow down to first on a hit by pitch. They get a 1-out base runner. Lotzow now on the night is 1 for 1 with a single. He's walked, been hit by a pitch twice. Reed Kite, his first batter hit, third hit batter by the Warriors, who trail at 11-0 here as we play in the top of the 5th. Reed Kite out of the stretch, high and outside to Garrett Bentz, 1-0. Bentz in the 5 spot. Number 12, the junior third baseman, 429. On the day, he is 0 for 2. Reached on an error, drawn a walk, scored twice. I'll check him at first. Lotzow back safely. So the third pitcher used by the Warriors tonight, Hunter Stevens went an inning and 2/3. Nolan Harryman 2 1/3. That one a called strike inside part of the plate. 1-1 the count to Bentz. 1 on and 1 out here. as we play top of the fifth. Warriors going to need to cut this deficit to under 10 to keep playing. When they bat, that one's inside under his arms. 2-1 to Bentz. So the Warrior outfield is now, well, I think that's Meek out there in the left. It is. McKinney in center. Parker Boley in right. Pitch swung on high. Fly ball left center. McKinney in. Under it. He'll glove it. Make the catch. So Bentz, the second out of the inning on the fly out to McKinney in left center. So, 2 outs, 1 on now for number 8, Sawyer Guyan. Bats in the 6th spot, number 8, junior first baseman, 222. They'll check him at first, though, and he threw it away. Kirkard hustles after it, and Lotzow will stay put at first. So, Guyan on the night. Let's see. 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. Kite out of the stretch. Lotzow will lead the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kind of a weak swing through by Guyan, 0-1. Warriors trail at 11-zip as we play. That was the 11th pitch for Reed Kite. Here comes number 12. Swung through again. Popped away from Simmons into the left-handed batter's box. Not far enough for Lotzow to go anywhere. 0-2, the count to the batter, Guyan. 11-zip, West Burlington. They've outscored the Warriors 21-0 in the 2 games we've played so far. We're in the top of the 5th, 1 on 2 out. The pitch from Kite. Bounced foul, third base side. We'll do it again from 0-2. Warriors going to be right back in action tomorrow, weather permitting. We'll see what it does. Chance for severity tomorrow in the morning, I guess. Supposed to play New London tomorrow night. Breaking ball high and outside from Kite. Missed his release point on that one. It's 1-2 to Guyan. Beautiful night tonight, though, for a ball game. We're just on the wrong side of an 11-0 score. Kite to 1-2. Evidently a little bit low. Count even 2-2 now. Lotzow being held on by Kirkard. He'll take his lead at first. It's 2.5 steps. Kite will glance at him. The stretch and the pitch. Swung through. Down on strikes is Guyan. He's the third out of the inning. If West Burlington needs to bat in the 6th, 7, 8, and 9, Bowen, the DH Blow, and Fountain. So nothing across for West Burlington there. They get no runs on no hits. There were no errors by the Warriors. They end up leaving one on that hit by pitch to Lotzow. 16 pitches for Kite to get the Warriors through the 5th, and that is his game total. So after 4.5 are complete, it's still the Falcons 11, the Warriors nothing, and they're coming to the plate. Van Buren County is in the bottom of the 5th when we come back from a 60-second break. 7, 8, and 9 due up. It's Young, Meek, and Boley. Come on back with us. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth here at the Kissling Press Box, Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa. New pitcher for West Burlington. It's number 1, Nolan Evans, a freshman. Pitched in 2 games without a start, a record or a save. 2 1/3 innings pitched. 79 total pitches, 17 official at-bats against him, an .059 average, giving up 1 hit, 5 runs, Only one of them earned, 7 walks, has not hit a batter, 4 strikeouts, a 3.00 ERA for Nolan Evans. And he's going to face Keegan Young to start the bottom of the 5th. Young in the 7th spot, number 1. The senior started in right. Now he is playing second base. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Pitching changes tonight brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. So it looks like Bent's still at third, Lotzow at short, Fountain at second. I believe Guyan still at first. Try to check some numbers for you in the outfield. Figueroa still in center. Number 6 is playing left. That's still Brookhiser out there. And in right field, it's number 2. That's still Bowen out there. So maybe just Bush out and Evans in. All right, Young standing in there. First pitch from Evans. Fouled off right side, up and out of play. 0-1 to count. Young on the season, 214. Tonight he's 0 for 1, a pop out to short. Evans out of the windup in the 0-1 to Young. High and outside. Count even at 1-1. Warriors are in danger of being 10-run ruled again against West Burlington. They lost the first one 10-0, trail this one 11-0. Bottom of the 5th. That's a strike. Down the middle. A little bit low, but in there. 1-2. Leadoff man is Young for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 5th. Evans, the 1-2 to Young. A tapper, high, off the mound to the right is Evans going away from first. He'll glove and throw, and Young beats it. A nice play off the mound by Evans, but the throw was a tie, basically, and that goes to the runner. So Young, an infield single, first hit of the night for, circled the wrong one, in the first hit of the night for the Warriors. First hit of the inning, first one given up by Evans, and West Burlington pitching tonight. So 1 on, nobody out. For number 14, Jackson Meek, the junior left fielder, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, bats in the 8th spot. Right-handed hitter on the season, Meek 250. Young, a lead at first. Evans out of the stretch, swing and a miss by Meek. 0-1 to count to Jackson now. Evans, a couple glances over at Young, being held on. Taken for a ball high by Jackson Meek. Count even at 1-1. Meek, the right-handed batter against the righty Evans, who's coming to him high and in. 2-1 now the count. And Dan Smith calling the base umpire over to have a quick discussion about something. Now back to their spots in the coaching box and in the infield grass for the base umpire. 2-1 to count to Meek. Evans is setting the stretch low. Ball 3. 3-1 now. Zip. Falcons lead it. 1 on, nobody out for the Warriors. In danger of being 10-run ruled. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Need a rally of at least 2. Cut it to a 9-run deficit. 1 won't do it. It'll still be 11-1. 10-run rule in effect. So need a couple of base runners and push them around the pitch. Meek takes. There's the 2 base runners. He draws a walk. Ball 4. So Young to second. Meek to first. Second walk. Let's see. Well, he's given up a hit and a walk as Evans. Here comes head coach Dustin Guyan. Sending everybody else back except the catcher and the pitcher. Have a quick chat. Up next for Van Buren County in the 9th spot is number 7 Parker Boley, the sophomore. Started as a DH, now playing right field. So in 9 pitches, Evans has given up an infield hit and a walk to put first and second with nobody out for the Warriors. But I'm sure his head coach telling him to go right after these guys and use his defense, as they've got an 11-0 lead. So don't try to get too cutesy with it. That's what I would be telling him, I guess. Of course, I'm a Warriors fan, so get cutesy with it and put another one on. That would load him up. But I'm just looking at it from the West Burlington point of view right now. So everybody done with their chats. Warrior runners retreat to first and or return to first and second base, and Boley getting ready to step in there from the right side. 2:31 for Parker into play tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch to him. Oh, bounced in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. It's a wild pitch. Runner's going to move up 90 feet. Young to third on that wild pitch. Meek to second. So they're in scoring position now. There's the two that we need to score. First wild pitch issued by Evans and West Burlington pitching tonight. So 2 out there with nobody out in scoring position. Count to the batter is 1-0. Out of the windup goes back to Evans, goes back to, and that pitch low outside. 2. And the count. Catcher asking for a new ball. That one in the dirt. Gets thrown over towards the Warrior dugout. Out of play. New baseball back in the hand of the pitcher. And second baseman needing to tie his shoe. Base umpire grants him time. Parker Boley steps out. So it's 11-0 West Burlington. 2 on, nobody out. 2-0 to Boley. Warriors need those 2 runs to score to keep playing here. Boley looking for, he had a big 2-out, 2 RBI hit last night. Can he do it again? 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Skipped away from the catcher, not far enough. Boley took a ball down low. It's 3-0. So Evans in danger. One more ball would load the bases for Van Buren County here. In the bottom of the 5th, they trail it 11-zip. Young at third, Meek at second. Evans is ready. The windup. He'll wind and deal. Ball 4 to Boley. He draws a base on ball. They're loaded. Second walk issued by Evans. He's giving up a hit and 2 walks to load him with nobody out. Lineup turns over for Reed Kite. 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout and a pop out to short. Warriors need... Well, Boley had a 2-out base hit last night. That would have been a no-out base hit to drive into, but you get what I meant. There are nobody out with the bases loaded for Reed Kite. Warriors in need of a big hit here. We'll take a run any way we can get it, but love to see him drive in a couple with a hit. The first pitch to him is a strike inside part. 0-1. A sharp grounder on the infield to third or first would be the Warriors' worst nightmare. The West Burlington will look to turn 2 if they can. Just looking to get an out somewhere. That one a soft liner to second. Caught. No, it's dropped. Should have been an infield fly, I guess. Infield fly is called. Yes, the batter is out. Was dropped inadvertently by the second baseman. He tried to catch it, and Fountain just dropped it. But Reed Kite, the first out of the inning on the infield fly. And the runners can advance at their own peril on that play. They weren't, of course. Thought they would have had to go, and when he dropped it, put the base ump right on it and called the infield fly. So 1 out. Now bases loaded for the Warriors center fielder, senior Eli McKinney. Bats in the 2 spot in the order. Wears number 11 on the night. Third plate appearance, no official at bats. He's walked twice. Evans' first pitch to him is called strike 1 to McKinney, 0-1. Warriors need of a big hit here to score. They need to plate a couple. They keep playing in the top of the 6. Otherwise, they're going to be 10-run rolled for the second time against West Burlington. Evans is working out of the windup. The 0-1 to McKinney high and outside. 1-1 to Eli. Figueroa, pretty shallow. Shallower than medium depth in the center. So are the other outfielders, maybe a little bit more than normal. The 1-1 to McKinney. Ball 2. High and outside. 2-1. A walk would score a run. A pass ball or a wild pitch far enough away from the catcher would score one as well. We'll take a hit to drive in a couple. Evans ready. The 2-1. Ball 3 down low. So another ball would score one for the Warriors and get them on the board. Just looking to keep play going here after the bottom of the 5th. They need 2 to cut it to 9. Evans winds and deals to McKinney. And there is ball 4. McKinney draws a bases loaded walk. He'll get an RBI. Score Keegan Young with the Warriors' first run. Move Meek to third. Boley to second. So here in the bottom of the 5th, a bases loaded walk. Scores 1 to make it 11-1 West Burlington. First pitch to the next batter. Creed Kite's low and outside. 1-0 to him. Creed Kite in the third spot. Where's number 13, the sophomore third baseman? He's 0 for 1. Got caught looking. He's drawn a walk, stranded on the bases. Into play tonight. Creed Kite was 393. Warrior runners all over the bases take their lead. The 1-0 from Evans to Kite. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Popped away from the catcher, but out in front of home plate. Warriors need to score that run from third to cut it to under 10. Evans is ready in the 1-1. High and in to Creek Kite. 2-1. Take an RBI ground out as well here. Got to stay away from the double play. Evans 2-1 to Creek Kite. Foul tip. Foul ball, strike 2. So the count is even, 2-2 to Creek Kite. Warriors have them loaded. They've scored 1 here. And the bases loaded walk. That pitch plunks him on his guard on the left elbow, and that'll score a run. Creek Kite hit by a pitch. I think we'll give him an RBI. He'll go down to first. Score Meek. And they have scored 2 here. Move Boley to third. Eli McKinney to second. So the hit by a pitch scores 1 to make it 11-2. West Burlington with the lead, but the Warriors may have found themselves new life. They've cut the deficit to 9. And I think we're going to have a pitching change here. So Evans goes a third of an inning, giving up 2 runs on a hit. And let's see, he walked 3, had a wild pitch on 25 game total pitches. Warriors have cut the deficit to 9 to keep playing here. And it looks like number 2, we'll set up this new pitcher here, is going to come into the game. That's going to be Pryor Bowen for West Burlington. Pitching changes are sponsored by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. So we can set up Pryor Bowen for you here as he does his warm-up tosses. Warriors still going to have him loaded with 1 out. It's now 11-2 in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. West Burlington with the lead. Let's see here. Pryor Bowen, the third pitcher used by the Falcons. He's a junior, number 2. Pitched in 1 game without a start or a record or a save. 2/3 of an inning pitch, 17 total pitches, 6 official at-bats against him, a .667 average, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Without a walk, 1 hit batter, no strikeouts, 31.5 ERA in just a couple 2/3 of an inning pitched. So Bowen going to enter the game here. And he's going to face the Warrior cleanup hitter number 2, Kinnick Millard, the junior. Started at second base, now playing shortstop on the night. He's 0 for 1, has drawn a walk, and got doubled off. Second out of that double play there when the Warriors had a threat in the last inning. But they've scored 2, which they've needed to do here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs on a hit, 3 walks by Evans have aided the Warrior cause to cut the deficit under 10, and we will play in the top of the 6th. They were in danger of being 10-run. Finally put a couple of runs across against West Burlington this season. So the Warrior runners are all over the bases. They've got them loaded. And Boley at third, McKinney at second, Creek Kite at first, and Bowen, first pitch to Kinnick Millard. Low and outside. Ball one. Millard entering play tonight was at 250, his average. Warrior runners have their lead out of the windup as Bowen coming to Millard. Swung on. Fly ball, right field line. Right fielder over. It's in play. He can't get to it. Good hustle. Can't get there. And new life for Millard. Count 1-1. Need a big hit here still. Runners in positions to score for the Warriors. The 1-1. Millard swings, fouls it off, right side up and out of play. 1-2 now. A deep double would surely score 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Triple would score 3. Well, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Kinnick is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Bowen comes in and gets a strikeout of Millard. So now they're loaded with 2 out. For the Warrior catcher, number 17, bats in the 5 spot in the order. Caden Simmons is senior. On the day, Caden is 0 for 2 into play tonight, 148. Now a big 2-out hit we need. Called strike 1 to Simmons, 0-1. Bowen is ready, the 0-1. Caden took a called strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to Simmons now. Warriors got to break that seal. They've broken it with 2 runs, but a hit would feel like they really opened it up here. 0-2. Emergency hack fouled off right side up and out of play. And we'll do it again from 0-2. Caden, lots of grass out there for you to find a big lot of space in right center. The pitch. Took a ball low and outside. 1-2 now. Simmons needs to battle and protect with 2 strikes. Bowen asking for a new ball. Throws the old one back to the catcher. Fountain gets a different one from the home plate umpire. Bowen, a tall, lanky right-hander. He nods to his catcher into the windup and the pitch. Simmons took another ball high and in. Caden battling here, 2-2. Walk would score a run. A couple of pitches away from that. Let's see a hit, though. How about that? Here comes a 2-2 from Bowen. Simmons swings on it, pops it up right side. It's going to be out of play. And we will do it again from 2-2. Pretty sunset once again. Pink skies out there, kind of pastel-y. At least we're not looking into the sun, or we didn't, as we had the last 2 games. A little easier on the eyes tonight. 2-2. Coming to Simmons. Nope. Too far. Way outside in the left-handed batter's box, and Simmons has fought his way all the way back, and it's full now, 3-2. The windup and the payoff. Emergency hack, a soft tapper to third. Gloved, thrown over to first. Oh, and Simmons almost beat it. He thought he was safe. A very close play called out by the base umpire there. Boy, that was closer than a half a step. That would have scored a run. Simmons is the 3rd out of the inning on that 5-3 putout. Warriors do get 2 on a hit. No errors by West Burlington, and the Warriors leave 3 on base. 12 pitches for Bowen to get him out of trouble in the bottom of the 5th. So after 5 are complete, the score is now 11-2 West Burlington, and we will play as it's under 10, the deficit in the top of the 6th. Reed Kite back to the mound for the Warriors. West Burlington coming to the plate in the top of the 6th when we return from a 60-second break, 7, 8, and 9. Bowen, the pitcher, now the DH, Blow, and Carter Fountain coming to the plate. Come on back with us. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Thank you. And home plate umpire John Tharp coming over to tell me Bush re-entered the game into right field he left the mound and then re-entered. You can re-enter once in Iowa high school baseball, so he's out in right. For West Burlington when they take the defensive field again. But they're batting right now. Reed Kite on the mound to start his work in his second inning. And he's going to face in the 7th spot, leading off the inning, number 2, Pryor Bowen, the junior right fielder. He's had a big night, 3 for 3. A single, 2 doubles, takes ball 1 from Reed Kite, 1-0. Like I said, he's got 2 doubles and a single with 4 RBIs, and he's scored 3 runs out of the 7th slot. Kite ready, the 1-0. A little bit high. Two-0 the count to Bowen. He is on the mound now. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Bowen started in right field. Pitching now. Third pitcher used. Reed Kite coming to him, swinging a miss by Bowen. 2-2. Bush started the game, went 4. Evans came in, went a third of an inning. Struggled on 25 game total pitches. He's responsible for the Warrior runs. That pitch low and outside from Reed Kite. Full now, 3-2 to Bowen. The Warriors got to keep the deficit right here. They're down 9, top of the 6th, 11-2. Bowen reaches out, sends a soft fly ball over the shortstop, Millard. Meek hustles in, and it falls in between them. Bowen thought about 2. Now he has to hustle back to throw to first. Kirkhart, nope, he dropped it. Bowen hustles back in. So on that 3-2 pitch, he will have a single. First hit given up by Reed Kite. So the leadoff man is on. 1 on, nobody out. For the DH, number 31, Dalton Blow, the sophomore. He has, let's see, on the day he's 1 for 2. A double, an RBI, a run scored, reached on an error, also drawn a walk, stranded on the bases. Bowen at first, after that bloop single over the shortstop. Reed Kite will check him. Ooh, close play. He's back safely, though. Squares the bunt. He does bunt it. It's going to go foul. Reed Kite slides and lets it go. Doesn't touch it. And smartly then touches it in foul territory. So it's a strike to Blow. 0-1. Could you give me the light? I can't. It's getting dark in here. Just unplug that. Bring it over and maybe plug it in. I'm asking to help Sonia, my basketball helper, to get the, there's a little light here that we can put on the bench and make it a little easier for me to see my scorebook. Thank you. See how many bugs I can attract with the light. But, yeah. Little meeting of the minds there by the Warriors. And the batter, Blow, down to chat with his head coach, Dustin Guyan, at third base. Now we're ready to go again. The 0-1, square to bunt, pulls the bat back, hits him. Reed Kite plunks Dalton Blow. Second pitch to him, hit by a pitch. Going to send Bowen to second. And the DH, Dalton Blow, hit by a pitch. He'll go to first. Second hit batter by Reed Kite. So West Burlington looking to answer back after the Warriors tally 2 in the bottom of the 5th. They have 2 on with nobody out for the number 9 hitter. Where's number 3, Carter Fountain, the sophomore second baseman. So for 2 on the day. Been hit by a pitch, stranded on the bases. That one is well inside. He gets out of the way from it, pops away from Simmons. Both runners advance on a pass ball. So Bowen to third. Blow to second. That pass ball. 2 in scoring position with nobody out. 1-0 the count. Swung on a soft pop-up on the infield. Kirkhart back underneath it. He'll make the play. Runners stay put. So Fountain. That's Carter Fountain, the first out of the inning on the pop-out to Kirkhart at first. There's a big out for the Warriors. That'll turn the lineup over, though. And the 5th plate appearance coming here in the top of the 6th for the leadoff man, number 5, Caleb Bush. The senior started on the mound, re-entered the game, now playing right field. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a single, also drawn a walk. First pitch, high and outside from Reed Kite to Caleb Bush, 1-0. West Burlington runners at second and third with 1 out. They lead it 11-2 here, top of the 6th. Kite will bounce that one in there. Caden Simmons just helped his pitcher save a run with that stop on a low fastball from Reed Kite. He's out of the windup with runners at second and third. The 2-0. Bounce that one in there as well. 3-0. There is a spot to put Bush, but I'd rather prefer that they don't load him up here. Bush is ready. Reed Kite has the one he wants from Simmons, and the 3-0 is in there. 3-1. At bat re-engaged for Reed Kite and the Warriors. Here comes the 3-1. Nope, he walked him high. So Bush re-enters the game and draws a base on ball. So they're loaded now. He's at first. Dalton Blow, the DH, at second after he was hit by a pitch, and Bowen had the bloop single over the shortstop. He's at third. There is 1 out. Warriors will look to turn 2 here, home to first, or second to first, up the middle. Young and Millard, if they can get it. Pitch to the next batter is a called strike to the 8th grader, Aiden Brookhiser. 0-1 to him. He is on the day 0 for 3. He has drawn a walk and scored a run. Where's number 6? Bats in the 2 spot, playing left field. Ooh, that one looked close, maybe a little low over the inner half, but low. 1-1. Brookhiser into play today was at 485. That's going to drop a little bit with his 0 for 3. The 1-1. Too far inside. 2-1 to count to him. No place to put him with the bases loaded now and 1 out. How about a nice bouncer and a tailor-made double play to get the Warriors out of trouble here? The 2-1. Lined. Caught. Can they double him off? Kirkhart couldn't handle it. It was caught by Young. Thrown to Kirkhart. He couldn't handle it. It's in foul territory. Young to the plate. Simmons. Nope. The runner Bowen comes home to score, and everybody else moves up. So Brookhiser is the second out of the inning on the line out to Keegan Young at second. They try to double off the runner at first, Bush. And I guess you got to give an error there on an E3. It allows Bowen to come around and to score. Move runners to second and third on the play. So West Burlington has tallied a run here. First pitch to Figueroa is ball 1. They've tallied 1 on a hit and an error by the Warriors. He swings on that one, sends a fly ball to center field. McKinney now coming in. He's under it, and Eli will make the catch to retire the side. Figueroa on the night is now 2 for 5 with a home run, a single, a couple of runs scored, and 2 RBIs, but he's the third out of the inning on that fly out to McKinney in center. West Burlington bats in the top of the 7th. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Lotzow, Bentz, and Guyan for the Falcons. 21 pitches for Reed Kite to get the Warriors through 6 innings. He's got a game total now of 37. West Burlington gets a run on a hit. There was an error, and they end up leaving a couple on base. So it's now 12-2. Back to a 10-run lead. Warriors going to need to tally one to keep it under 10 here if they want to play in the 7th. Looks like Bowen back to the mound for West Burlington. We'll take a 30-second break and come back for more Warrior Baseball. You're tuned into it right here on the Tumble Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
So West Burlington there in the top of the 6th gets a run on a hit. There was an error on the Warriors. They leave 2 to lead it now 12-2 after 5.5. First pitch from Bowen to Kirkhart, followed back right side into the screen. 0-1 to Colton. He bats in the 6th spot, number 10, the senior first baseman. On the night, he's 0-4-2, coming into play, 226. So it's a 10-run deficit right now. The Warriors will need to tally at least one to get it underneath 10 and play in the 7th. Bowen to Kirkhart. Lined back up the middle into center field, a base hit for Colton Kirkhart. Nice job, buddy. So the leadoff man on. That is the first hit given up by Bowen. Second hit given up by West Burlington pitching tonight. Looks like head coach Ron Walker going to make a change here, or at least pinch run for Kirkhart. Maybe looking to get some better speed as they need to plate that run to keep playing here. Finnegan Smith going to run for Kirkhart. Number 19, the freshman. Finnegan Smith going to run for Kirkhart, pinch runner. Up next for Van Buren County, 7th spot is number 1, Keegan Young. The senior started in right field, now playing second base. He caught that liner, and they tried to double the runner off at first. The throw from Young to Kirkhart skipped off Colton's glove and allowed a run to come home. Almost a double play to get out of that mess. Couldn't quite do it. First pitch to Keegan Young is down low and outside for ball 1. Young on the night, 1 for 2. A single and a run scored. That was last inning. Inside, backed him up. 2-0 from Bowen to Young. Courtesy runner, or not a courtesy runner, he's a pinch runner. Smith, a lead at first. Bowen checks him, now set in the stretch. And the pitch. Low and outside, good stop by Fountain, the catcher. And the count to the batter, Keegan Young, is 3-0. Ron Walker shouting instructions to pinch runner Smith over there, telling him to know the count. 3-0. Don't get picked off here. 1 ball, and it'll move you to second anyway. Swung on, popped up and over us. Out of play, 3-1. Should be 3-1. So it's 3-1 to the Warrior batter, Keegan Young. Finnegan Smith, 2.5-step lead at first. The 3-1. Bouncer back to second. Oh, it's underneath Fountain's glove, E4. Allowing Warrior runners to reach first and second. Move pinch runner Smith to second, and Young will reach on an E4 right underneath Carter Fountain's glove. First error of the night on West Burlington, putting runners at first and second for Van Buren County. With nobody out. Jackson Meek in there now. 0 for 1 of the night with a walk and a run scored. He'll follow one off right side. 0-1 to Meek. Kind of off the end of the bat there for Jackson. First and second for the Warriors. Nobody out. Kirkhart a single. Pinch runner is Smith out there at second. Young reached on an error. The 0-1 to Meek. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to Jackson. Jackson finding himself battling from behind in the count, it seems like a lot this year. He's done a fairly good job at that, but I'd like to see him get ahead in the count. The 0-2. A grounder back up the middle. Shortstop over, glove. He'll scoop to second. There's one. That's all they'll get. So pinch runner Smith to third. Meek will reach on a fielder's choice. And Keegan Young is retired 6-4, first out of the inning. So first and third now for the Warriors with one out. They need to plate that run from third to keep playing here as the deficit is 10. Meek now 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and a walk and a run scored. Up next for the Warriors in the 9th spot is number 7 Parker Boley. The sophomore started as a DH, now playing right field. They'll do the step to third, look back to first, and nothing doing. Finnegan Smith, pinch runner, his lead in foul territory, and the pitch to Boley is too far inside for ball 1. Boley tonight, 0 for 1, swinging strikeout. He has walked as well. Had a big 2 RBI single last night in Wapello. The pitch, a nubber, right side. Glove by the pitcher, thrown home. Finnegan Smith slides in. The ball gets away from the catcher. Everybody meeting at home plate, and the run going to score. It's going to be infield, well, I guess you could say a fielder's choice. With an RBI for Parker Boley. Put him on at first. Jackson Meek is all the way around to third. Score the pinch runner, Finnegan Smith, and the Warriors plate that run to cut the deficit to 9 here in the bottom of the 6th. On the Boley fielder's choice, scores 1 to make it 12-3. West Burlington, they do what they need to do. Bowen, second run allowed. Strike 1 to the next batter, Reed Kite, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Kite, swing and a miss. 0-2. Reed Kite on the night is 0 for 3. Coming into play tonight, he was 344. Warrior runners are at first and third. Still just one out. Warriors have scored once. There's a called strike 3 to Reed Kite. He goes down looking. Second out of the inning. Bowen, second strikeout recorded. So it's 12-3. In there now is Eli McKinney. Bounced that one in there, a wild pitch. 1-0 to McKinney. Meek from third going to come home and score on that wild pitch. And Boley will move to second. First wild pitch issued by Bowen, second by West Burlington. Pitching tonight. So a wild pitch scores another run for the Warriors to make it 12-4. West Burlington with the lead. The pitch to McKinney, swung on, foul back, left side, out of play. The count to Eli is 1-1. Scoreboard a pitch behind. 18th pitch for Bowen coming. McKinney couldn't hold up. Strike 2. (12-4). Warriors trail by 8. 1 on, 2 out. Boley at second here. Bottom of the 6th, low and in to McKinney. Took a ball. 2-2. So in the inning, the Warriors have tallied 2 runs on just 1 hit. An error has helped out. Second baseman there. That one grounded softly towards short. Gloved by the third baseman, Lotzow. And they get McKinney by a half a step over there. And Eli is the third out of the inning. So the Warriors get 2 on a hit. An error by West Burlington. Van Buren County leaves 1. 20 pitches for Bowen to get West Burlington through the 6th. He's got a game total of 32. After 6 innings are complete, the score is now 12-4. Warriors trail it by 8. West Burlington coming to the plate in the top of the 7th when we come back. 4, 5, and 6. Lotzow, Bentz, and Guyan due up for the Falcons. We'll take a 60-second break. Coming back for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Well, we missed 2 pitches there to Silas Lotzow. It's 2-0. Reed Kite bounced that one in there, 3-0. Lotzow on the night. He is 1 for 1. The single. He's walked once, been hit by a pitch twice, scored a run. Reed Kite 3-0 to him. First man he's facing here in the top of the 7th. And that one misses low and outside. Lotzow draws. Second walk of the night he's been on every time. 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and a single. Leadoff man on. Reed Kite issues his first base on ball. So the Warriors there, to summarize that bottom of the 6th, get 2 runs on a hit. Strike 1 to the next batter. There was an error, and Van Buren County leaves 1 on base. They've left 7 now. 0-1. Next pitch bounced in there. In the dirt, low and outside to Bentz. 1-1 to the number 5 hole hitter. Where's number 12, Garrett Bentz, the junior third baseman? On the night, he'll bounce that one foul third base side. 1-2 now. On the night, Bentz is 0 for 3. He's reached on an error, also walked, scored 2 runs. 1-2 the count to him. Lotzow down there at first after he led off the inning with a walk. Reed Kite started the inning with 37 game total pitches. He's got 7. To check him at first, he's back safely. He's up to 44. Game is over 2 hours old now. That pitch line past Reed Kite down the third base and left field line fair. Meek overran it, not far enough away from anybody to go anywhere. Bentz has a single, pushing Lotzow to second. Bentz, his first hit of the night. He's now 1 for 4 with that single. Reached on an error, a walk, and 2 runs scored. First hit of the inning. And the second hit given up by Kite. So West Burlington runners, Kite steps off. Fouled back on that pitch to Sawyer Guyan, 0-1 on the night. He is 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice. Scored a run in the first. ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. Where's number 8 bat in the 6th spot? The junior first baseman, 222 for Guyan entering play tonight. Kite coming to him. He drills that one foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-2 the count to Guyan. Swing and a miss on a low inside pitch. Kite gets Guyan on strikes. Swinging strikeout for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for Reed Kite, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. So 1 out and 2 on now, top of the 7th. West Burlington leads it 12-4. Up next for the Falcons, number 2, Pryor Bowen sends a grounder foul, third base side, 0-1 to count to him. Bowen has had a big night. A single. Or let's see, 2 singles and 2 doubles. 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He's scored all 4 times he's been up, his 5th plate appearance. Wow. 0-1 to count to him. 13th pitch for the inning coming for Reed Kite. And breaking ball left it outside to Bowen. 1-1. They'll check him at second. Back safely. Two and 1 on a pitch that was a ball. The 2-1 from Kite to Bowen. Outside corner, strike. Count even at 2-2. West Burlington leads it 12-4. Out hit the Warriors 10-2. Van Buren County with 5 errors. That pitch swung on a high fly ball. Shallow left. Meek coming in. Jackson missed it. Runners get going to throw to third. And they get the force out on a very strange play. And you can't give an error on a play. The runners had to wait. So I guess that's technically a fielder's choice for Bowen. He will reach. Lotzow is out on a force play. That goes 7-5. Second out of the inning. Bentz does move to second, so first and second with 2 out. We saw that last year in back-to-back innings or back-to-back games. I don't remember. A pitch called strike to Dalton Blow. 0-1. He's the DH. Bats in the 8th spot, number 31, the sophomore. On the day today, he's got a double run scored. Kite coming to him. Grounded off of Reed Kite's right foot. Ricocheted. He's hurt. He's ricochets over towards second. It's going to be a hit. 1 run scores. Infield hit for Blow. A single. Give him an RBI as that ball went off of Reed Kite's right foot on the follow through, and he was stunned momentarily. Went over towards the second base position. Score Bentz on the play. And then Bowen moves all the way over to third. So it's now. And the home plate umpire saying something over there to the Warrior crowd again here on the top of the 7th. And not happy with what he's hearing from the crowd, from the Warrior crowd tonight. So let's see, top of the 7th here. It was a Blow infield hit. And no pun intended, but Reed Kite took a blow there from the ball off his right foot. The Blow infield hit scores 1 to make it 13-4. They don't have it updated on the scoreboard yet. West Burlington with the lead. Giving Reed Kite a few warm-up tosses to make sure that he's okay. And still taking some stuff from the Warrior crowd as the home plate umpire. Still some banter going back and forth between the crowd and the home plate umpire here. So the end of the story is it's 13-4. And we're still playing here. Top of the 7th. There are 2 out. The runners are at first and third for West Burlington. And here's Carter Fountain. First pitch to him. A tapper. Right back to Reed Kite and a nice hop. He'll glove it off the mound. Throw over to Colton Kirkhart. And Fountain is the third out of the inning. 1-3. That putout goes. So West Burlington does get a run on, 2 hits. No errors by the Warriors. They end up leaving 2 on base. 18 pitches for Reed Kite to get the Warriors through the 7th. It's up to a game total of 55. So after 6.5, it's 13-4. West Burlington now with the lead. Warriors last stop's coming up when we return from a 60-second break. Coming back with us to finish this one up, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth for the bottom of the 7th. Warriors got work to do, trailing at 13-4. West Burlington gets a run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2. They've now stranded 11 in the game. So the total's up to this point, 13 runs for West Burlington on 11 hits. They have 1 error, and they have stranded 11. The Warriors, 4 runs on 2 hits, and they have 5 errors, stranded 7. A Warrior softball update. They win it 9-8 over West Burlington on a Tegan Sickles walk-off triple. Another score that might be of interest to somebody, or some people, Pekin and Hillcrest Academy playing a doubleheader tonight. Pekin wins the first game by a score of, what was the first game? They won it, though. Pekin did. They were ahead in the second game. Hillcrest came back and now lead at what? What did you say, 18-14? Okay, they're playing a doubleheader at Pekin because they must have missed their first game due to a rainout. Playing 2 tonight to get those dates in the North Division, so kind of an interesting thing there going on. AJ doing a good job keeping me updated on scores in the area tonight. So, we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Due up for Van Buren County. Pryor Bowen back to the mound to start work in his third inning here. Game total 32 pitches so far. For the Warriors, it's going to be Creek Kite, Kinnick, Millard, Caden Simmons, 3-4-5 due up. Creek Kite on the night, 0 for 1. They caught looking. He's also walked, hit by a pitch, stranded on the bases twice. He'll bat from the right side. Into play tonight, Creek Kite was the leading average hitter for the Warriors, 393. All the innings tonight brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. We are playing 7 because they're necessary. Warriors have fought off the 10-run rule a couple of times. Bowen to Creek Kite, takes low and in, ball 1. So they're in that top of the 7th. That Dalton Blow infield hit off of the right foot of Reed Kite ended up scoring the West Burlington run to push the lead back to 9. Was 8, 12-4. Creek Kite takes strike 1, 1-1. A lot going on in this one. Testing my scorekeeping ability once again. Into the windup, the 1-1. Inside a little bit, ball 2. Umpire thought about it. Nope, ball 2, he says. He's definitely taking some heat tonight from over his left shoulder from the Van Buren crowd. Foul back to down and below and to the right of us for strike 2. Warriors just 2 hits on the night. The 2-2. Must have been a little low. Might have been over the outer half, but not in the zone. 3-2 now full to Cree Kite. Leadoff man would start a rally. The payoff from Bowen. Swung on, popped up, left side, going to get out of play, and we'll do it again from 3-2. That's Bowen's 6th pitch of the inning, 38th of the night. He came in relief in the 5th. Another 3-2. Kite pops it up. Going to be up and over us and out of play. Another payoff on the way. Kite battling. That's Cree Kite. Bowen ready. The 3-2. Kite lines it over Lotzel at short in the left center. A base hit. Good start for the Warriors on a 3-2 pitch. Leadoff single by Cree Kite. It's the first hit of the inning and the third. Given up. Well, let's see. I'm going to have to retally that because that doesn't add up. Warriors with a hit in the 5th. Should only be, I think, the second. Given up by Bowen. So 1 on, nobody out. Millard sends one to center, but right at Figueroa, and he makes the catch about knee high. So on 1 pitch, Millard flies to center, and he's the first out of the inning. Millard on the night now, 0 for 3 to draw a walk. Just the second hit given up by Bowen. First pitch to the next batter, Caden Simmons, is taken high. Ball 1. So the Warriors with 3 hits on the night, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 1 here in the 7th. That's the runner at first. Cree Kite, they'll check him. Or a bluff to first. Step off in a bluff. He's back. 1-0 the count to Simmons, who's 0 for 3 on the night. That one past the catcher, a pass ball. Ball 2. That'll move Cree Kite to second in scoring position. So the count to Simmons is 2-0. The Warrior catcher into play tonight. Simmons was at 148. He's got a couple of pop out, a fly out, and a ground out. Strike to Simmons there, 2-1. The count to the Warriors catcher. Second baseman Fountain trying to keep Cree Kite close. That one's inside, and Simmons looked at ball 3. And that's ball 4. Simmons draws a base on ball. And Cree Kite thought that he was being forced over there, and he took off for third. And they throw him out. Who threw it over there? The pitcher or the catcher? I didn't see that, but he must have thought there was a runner behind him, and he's the second out of the inning. Ooh, that one hurts. There goes Simmons. Pitch to Kirkhart's the ball. Simmons slides in safely on a stolen base. So now there's 2 outs. Cree Kite was retired. I don't know if the catcher or the pitcher threw that down there. We'll have to check the tape, but I'll say the catcher, 2-5, after Simmons had walked. Count to Kirkhart is the count, AJ? He's throwing him 2 pitches, right? 2-0? 1-1, they say. Wow, that was a strange play. Now it's 2-1 to Kirkhart on the night. He is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored into play tonight. Kirkhart sends a fly ball to center. Figueroa backing over to his right a little bit, and he makes the catch to make this one a final at 9:34 this evening. Kirkhart is the final out of the inning. I got to issue that walk by Bowen to Simmons. Kirkhart flies out to Figueroa. In center, Colton ends his night 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. So nothing across, no runs on a hit. No errors for West Burlington in the bottom of the 7th. And the Warriors end up leaving 1 on base. 18 pitches for Bowen to get through the 7th inning. He ends up with a game total of 50. So it's a final now. West Burlington defeats Van Buren County tonight in South Division action of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference by a final score of 13-4. We're going to need a 3-minute break because I got some numbers to look at for you and get the totals and summaries ready. So we'll be back with the post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. We'll do the post-game show when we come back. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. It's a final. They lose it to West Burlington by a score of 13-4 right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here at Atomo Radio broadcast booth from the Kissling Press Box, Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa, where it's a final now. Van Buren County Warriors lose tonight to the West Burlington Falcons by a score of 13-4. I'll get you the totals. I got head coach Ron Walker up here to do a post-game interview with us. The post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. For West Burlington, they had 13 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They leave 11. The Warriors, 4 runs on 3 hits, 5 errors, and they leave 8. Winning pitcher Caleb Bush, losing pitcher Hunter Stevens in a game that took 2 hours and 29 minutes to complete. And, well, Coach, I was hoping you guys would carry that momentum from West Burlington into tonight, but West Burlington, from Wapello, excuse me.
Sure.
The West Burlington, they jumped out with 5, I think, right away tonight. You found yourself playing from behind early, you're probably thinking that the Warriors can play sharper. The 5 errors that I had, a couple of base running, that last one was, a base running blunder that kind of killed the rally, maybe a start of a rally there in the 7th, and maybe that was the message that you gave to the team down there along the left field line, was that you just have to play better, especially to beat a team like West Burlington, who's got a pretty potent lineup there.
Yeah, we talked about, sometimes it's just not your night, and we had a lot of mental lapses. Like I said, the base running mistake in the 7th, we swung at a 3-0 count. Just a lot of non-competitive plays early on, and the body language was bad, and just didn't act like we wanted to compete and be there. But what I'd like to really focus on is. It's how you finish and not how you started. And that's what I told the kids. I said, it's not going to be our night every night. And obviously tonight wasn't them nights. But, that field was full of adversity tonight from the get-go. And we were on the brink twice of getting run ruled. And
that's the positive thing that I was going to bring up after you go ahead and finish your first point there. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, they played out of our dugout, held their head high and just kept competing, and we could have folded the way we showed up in the first 3 or 4 innings, because it was night and day difference, the energy level,
right?
That they came out with. So, good for them kids, because it's hard to keep competing for 7 innings, but they did and played through the adversity and did it with a lot of pride and integrity.
Right, and I guess that was what I was going to bring up next, and you got to it before me, which is good. You were down to the 10-run rule being enacted, I guess, 2 times, and you're able to fight it off and keep playing the full 7. So that's a credit to the kids. I mean, able to fight back and score the necessary runs to keep the deficit, where it needed to be in order to keep playing, because otherwise the game would have been over. I think I mentioned at one point that, it was 21-0 being outscored against West Burlington until the kids there finally got going and scored a couple of runs to cut that deficit under 10 and keep playing. So that's, I guess that's the positive that you and I both saw that you can take away from tonight, and just they have that never say quit, never say die attitude, and even though in a losing effort, it's still good to see that they are playing with that attitude, right?
Yeah, we talk all the time about we're playing against ourselves night in, night out to be better. In them last 3 innings, we stayed alive so we could play 3 innings of good baseball and get back to who we're trying to be.
Right.
So that a lot of positives from that.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this, it's 3-3.
Yeah.
In the last 3 innings, right? So, I mean, you can take that away from it as well. It was, we know what it was up to that point, but when you guys had to, you buckled down and you got the runs when you needed, or excuse me, I guess 4, I'm looking at the hits, not the runs. It was 4-2 Warriors in those last 3 innings. So you outscored them by 2.
Yeah, we were down 11 at one point.
Yeah,
and that
11-0, and it ended 13-4. So yeah, you outscore them 4-2 in the last 3 innings. So you can walk away holding your head high. With that.
Yeah, Caden Simmons got, bang, bang play at first. If that goes our way, then all of a sudden it's 11-3. And, Kirkhart led off next inning with a hit. So, that it could have easily been cut in half. But, you know what? One call goes against us, and maybe it didn't go against us. It just felt like we were on an uphill battle all night.
Right. And that play that you guys almost had a double play there at first base. I really wanted that one to go our way, where Keegan Young caught that liner and tried to get it to Kirkhart. It ticked off his glove. geez, that's a tough error to give somebody because the kids were making the right play, but I think that one would have ended the inning.
Yeah, and they scored one on that play.
I guess he knew right where to go with the ball. He just didn't quite execute the play, and sometimes that's the way it goes.
Well, yeah, and the positive I see on that, we've asked Keegan to play, 4 different positions, 5 different positions this year, and this is his first year playing varsity baseball, and so like you said, he knows where the play is, and good for him. So
it's such a valuable tool to have for you to dispense. He can play right, he can come in and play the infield, so kind of a utility guy, and he does a pretty good job of wherever you put him. So just 3 hits. I mean, Bush had you guys shut down for the 4 innings that he pitched. He's one of their 2, I guess, aces, you would call it. You saw Lotzo the first time. You saw Bush tonight. So, we probably knew we would see one of those, and he didn't make it easy. But when Evans came into the game there, you guys didn't make it easy on him, and you used it to score a couple against him and then a couple against Bowen, who they brought in. So, a good battle by the Warriors there at the end of the game, especially from the bottom of the order, because that's where your 4 runs, came from. Keegan Young ended up scoring. Jackson Meek scored a couple, and Kirkhart there out of the 6th spot, so that bottom of the order was productive.
Yeah, not taking anything away from the Bush kid, but we were just non-competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, for 4 innings, it was just not competing and waving the pitches, taking strike 3s down the middle looking, and so we can blame ourselves for a lot of that. And that's who we were, in the first 2 weeks of the season. So that first half of that game was who we were the first 2 weeks of the season. The second half of the game is who we starting to become a little bit and just competing hard.
Yeah. Hunter Stevens, more valuable time on the mound tonight as the freshman. You use 3 pitchers. You're able to spread out their pitch counts, I guess, for the most part. Maybe nobody ready on just one day, but maybe a couple of days, and they'll be ready again for like a Friday game situation, so that was good. You really didn't blow anybody's pitch count, I guess, for like the whole rest of the week. So that kind of your plan?
Yeah,
coming in.
I mean, when we're down 7-0 at that point, we asked Nolan to buy us a few innings, and we're down 11-0, and Reed came out and shut him down, and then next thing we get a 2 spot, and now we're playing 2 more innings. So Hunter didn't have his best stuff tonight, but that's all right. Leaving the ball up a little bit, but it's just one of them nights, and so we're going to shake it off and come back next time, and he'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I guess everybody, just on 2 days of rest there. So today is Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, like we were just talking, they'll be ready to go on that game Friday against Louisa Muscatine. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. We're supposed to be right back at it here against New London. The threat of weather again. We don't know. We'll see what it does.
Sure.
Thursday might be a makeup day if we can't play tomorrow. So you're 1-1 on the week with a lot more baseball to be played. Like I said, a date with New London here. Louisa Muscatine comes to town. Warriors starting off a 3-game homestand here tonight. Then we go to Moravia for a fun tournament on the weekend. So you just can't let this one, like you said, you got to flush it. It happened. Learn from it. Take what you can, and go get them the rest of the week. That'd be my message, I guess, to the team.
Yeah, and just couldn't be prouder of them. Like you said, the sportsmanship out of our dugout, integrity was above and beyond, especially with some of what was going on out there. So very proud of the kids for that, and then very proud that they were able to keep competing through all that. So I really gotta give the kids all the credit in the world tonight.
Yep. Well, they sure competed. I mean, that's for sure. Holding off a 10-run deficit twice, playing the full 7 against a team that 10-run them the first time. Was still in a losing effort, but we'll consider those things that we talked about a big plus tonight, and we'll consider those things wins for the Warrior baseball program. So, Coach, that's head coach Ron Walker. Thank you for taking the time to come up and talk with us always in the post-game show, and weather permitting, we will see you right back at the Ferguson for another game against New London tomorrow night.
Sounds great. We appreciate you guys.
All right, Coach. Yep, thank you. That's head coach Ron Walker of the Warrior baseball team. We'll keep it right here, AJ, as we got I'll get to the scoring summary. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Yep. We'll get to the scoring summary before we take our final break here. In the top of the first, a Figueroa 2-run homer scored 2 to make it 2-0 West Burlington. A Bowen single scored a couple to make it 4-0, and a Dalton Blow a grounder with an E3 scored another. It was 5-0 West Burlington after a half an inning of play. They made it 7-0 in the top of the third. A Blow double scored 1, and a Clayton Fountain RBI groundout scored another to make it 7-0 after 2.5 West Burlington with the lead. Top of the fourth, they added 2 at a Bowen double, scored 2 to make it 9-0. A batter hit by a pitch, scored another to make it 10-0, and a RBI groundout by, can't even read my own writing there, Bush, I believe. RBI groundout scored another to make it 11-0 after 3.5. Bottom of the fifth, the Warriors, a bases loaded walk, scored 1. They're finally on the board. In the bottom of the fifth, fighting off the 10-run deficit to make it 11-1, and then a hit by a pitch, scored another to make it 11-2. West Burlington answered back with 1 in the top of the sixth. A line out and an E3, trying to get the double play, allowed a run to come around and score. It was 12-2 West Burlington after 5.5. Bottom of the sixth, the Warriors tack on 2 more. Boley, fielder's choice, scored a run, and a wild pitch scored another. It was 12-4 as we headed to the seventh. West Burlington with the lead. In the top of the seventh, Dalton Blow infield hit off of the pitcher Reed Kite. He was okay. Scored run. It was 13-4 West Burlington, and the Warriors unable to score any in the bottom of the seventh, and that's the way it ended tonight. 13-4, the Falcons with the victory over the Van Buren County Warriors. How we doing on ads, Mr. Rowe? We are good? All right. We will take one final 60-second break so I can just organize my thoughts. We'll come back here and finish up the post-game show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth to complete the Warrior Baseball postgame show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. And in a score that AJ and I have been watching, Hillcrest Academy defeats Pekin in Game 2 of a doubleheader by a score of 18-16. So those teams split the doubleheader up at Pekin. Warrior softball gets a win tonight, 9-8. Tegan Sickles a walk-off triple to update you on some scores in the area. Time to get to our player of the game, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. How about Jackson Meek tonight out of the 8 spot? He ends up going, he is, this is kind of funny, but he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fielder's choice. He also drew a walk, but he ended up scoring 2 of the Warriors' 4 runs. So we'll pick out Jackson Meek tonight, give him the player of the game, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. The 3 hits for the Warriors went to Creed Kite, Colton Kirkhart, and Keegan Young. So AJ and I talked about it in the break. And that's what we decided tonight to give the player of the game to. So after tonight's game, West Burlington improved to 6-5, 2-3 on the road. They're 5-3 in the conference. In action next Thursday of this week, June 18th, home Burlington Notre Dame, 7 p.m. first pitch there. The Warriors fall to 5-9, 3-4 here at home, 1-6 in the conference. Weather permitting, we're in action right back here tomorrow night, Wednesday, June 17th, home for New London, 7 p.m. first pitch there. We'll start to put the finishing touches on this broadcast now. I'd like to thank all of our viewers tonight. We were streaming live on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you chose to tune in, make this broadcast part of your evening on June 16th, 2026. Hey, a big thanks for doing so. If you got us on listening to the postgame show on your way home, thanks for tuning in. Please drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. We know that we couldn't do it without all of our viewers. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the postgame show. I'm going to run run through them for you one final time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, The Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, Cranston Family Funeral Home, the Van Buren County Hospital, Dixon's Mattress Outlet, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive, and First Iowa State Bank. If you are in the area and you find yourself in need of some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but you would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at atomoradio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising on air. Feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at atomoradio.com. Let's go over the totals and finals for you one more time, as we just did it once so far. West Burlington, 13 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They strand 11. The Warriors, 4 runs on 3 hits, 5 errors. They strand 8. Winning pitcher tonight, Caleb Bush. Losing pitcher, Hunter Stevens. Time of the game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Warriors lose 13-4 to the West Burlington Falcons. So, next broadcast for us, weather permitting, right back here tomorrow night for another 6:35-ish pregame show start. The New London Tigers come to the Ferguson to take on the Van Buren County Warriors in more Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division Boys High School Varsity Baseball action. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my camera operator, on-site producer, the incomparable one and only Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. A.J. and I, along with the Atomo Radio, we're back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. And we will both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Tuesday evening, June 16th, 2026. Say so long to you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, the Kissling Press Box, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where, once again, the final score, West Burlington Falcons 13, Van Buren County Warriors 4. We'll talk to you next, tomorrow night, 6:35 pregame, for another home game. The New London Tigers come to town for more South Division action in the Super Conference to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live tonight on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports channel from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua.